Stand up, New York sports fans! QC in the building. Thank you so much for the super chat. What is going on, everybody? QC, Detonator, MH in the house, David from Colorado, Ligma, Goose. Who else we got in here? Lucas Milk. What is going on, everybody? Saquon Barkley. Sorry about that, guys. Saquon Barkley, Delano's in the house, Rowan's in the house, Kim from Mexico in the house, Cushman Baseball, Stephen Lilly, Trevor, Nelson, Oscar, Jeremy Newsom, Dane Martin, Nikki Chills, J-Dog. Are you kidding me? Fox, Cricket, Rowan. Thank you to everybody. Rogue Dog, what is going on, my man? Finland Ball, it's a long way. What's going on, everybody? Hey, y'all's in the house. Sperm Cell calls me. Hey, jerk off. How you doing, buddy? Midwest in the house, Royal Loyals. I hope everybody had a great day. I was freezing outside, but I was thrilled to find out that number 26, Saquon Barkley, the number 2 overall pick, took home the Rookie of the Year award. Margie Simmons in the house. What is going on, everybody? Gritty Giant Detonator. Sub up Gritty Giant. He's got a good channel over there. Joe Musa in the house. What's going on, my man? Big supporter of my channel. Thank you so much for all the highlight videos you've done for me, buddy. We are going to open up the phones in a couple of minutes. I just wanted to talk about what transpired today. Saquon Barkley, guys, got the Rookie of the Year. Well-deserved. Well-deserved. Can I get a stand up, Saquon Barkley, from everybody in the chat? Kendra Higgins in the chat. Finland, what's going on? Yeah, Chris, I'm looking forward to it. What's going on, Chris? Cricket says Patrick Mahomes got the MVP. That's right, Donald said. Everyone make sure. I appreciate that, Donald. Thank you so much. Yes, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell. We're going to open up the phone lines in a couple of minutes. There's the stand-up, Saquon Barkley. Stand up. What's going on, Chris? Chuck Shorts is in the house. What's going on? Kim in Mexico gives a stand-up. David, there we go. There we go, one giant rebuttal. But I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody is excited for the Super Bowl tomorrow. We're going to have an absolute blast. I'm going to be over on Bad Dog's channel at 4 o'clock. We're going to be there all day. 2.5 hour pregame, and then we're going to be calling the whole Super Bowl. And then before that, I know Delano's a big Knicks fan, and I know Nelson's a big Knicks fan. MH is a Knicks fan. We're going to have a Knicks show on my channel with my favorite Knicks YouTuber, Sim, one of my best friends on YouTube. We're going to be talking about, everything that transpired from 12 to 2 before I hop over to Bad Dog's channel. So anybody interested in Knicks content, be sure to tune in back here tomorrow at noon. I am going to open up the lines. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. Let's talk some sports. And the phone number is 914-481-3540. Oh, Sperm Cell, you missed out on a classic stream last night. Slick Nick in the house. What is going on? So please, phone number is 914-481-3540. Scott Thomas. All right, we got to call it. What is going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Hello, who is guys? Once again, guys, one at a time. I can only take one call at a time. Who is this? Oh, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? So, what do you want to talk about? What, you talking about the Giants? All right, go ahead. All right, you're getting a little cute with that. But yeah, in a second, I think Seattle might have some input on that. I think Pete Carroll wouldn't be too happy about that. Hey, oh God, did I do it again, guys? You guys don't hear this? My God, I do this every time. I apologize. They can't hear the phone call. I do it every time. This is now the 5th time I've done this. I apologize about that. Let's change that up, and now they're going to hear your beautiful voice. You should be able to hear him now. Go ahead and talk.
Hi.
He's here. He is here. Cushman Baseball Chat is on the line, and he just told me, he came up with a little joke. He said that the way that the Giants should solve their quarterback problem would be to draft Kyler Murray, trade him to the Yankees for Russell Wilson, since Russell Wilson has a minor league contract with the Yankees. So I thought it was a creative joke. So good job there. So what else is going on with you?
I'd be lying if I said I came up with it myself.
So you found that on the internet?
One sec.
I see G-Man 409's in the chat. What's going on, buddy?
Sorry.
No, that's all right, man. But anything else you want to say? Because I'm sure I got a couple more people calling in. Anything else you want to say? What's going on, Pedisons?
Nothing. All I was gonna say is I had 2 videos I wanted to upload, but then both of them, my phone lost storage, and then they got cut off midway. So I'll probably upload them tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. You know I'll check out your channel. You got a good baseball channel over there. I'll be sure to check it out. Thank you for calling. I got another guy calling. Have a good night, buddy. All right. Next on the line, you're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. All right. So there's our first stage fright person of the night. Called in, hung up. There we go. We're used to that. Kim in Mexico says, "Goat dolphin sex makes you die." Yeah, you're right about that. I want Bamba on the Celtics. I think everybody wants Bamba. But, there we go. We got another person calling in. You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's going on, Entertainer? OGR.
Oh, one giant rebuttal. Anybody who was not subscribed to him, he was on my channel Tuesday. And we talked Giants. We talked Super Bowl. We had a good time. What's going on, buddy?
So, one thing that we always forget about in the Super Bowl is the X Factor. So, my question to you is, who do you think, either team, doesn't matter, offense, defense, doesn't matter, who do you think will be the X Factor in this Super Bowl? But try not to name a player
you don't want to go with a big name player.
I don't want to go big because it usually isn't. Like last year, I would say the X Factor was Wendell Smallwood for the Eagles. Underrated, but had that big.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 guys. I mean, they're pretty big names, but for the Rams offense, one guy that I think could have a huge game, and he's their second best receiver, but he's a big name. I think Brandon Cooks on that turf could have a huge day. I think he could get behind that Patriots secondary. I could see that happening. So that would be my key factor for the Rams. And for the Patriots, I'm going to say James White. I think Brady's going to look to throw a lot of dump-off passes in the flat to James White with that pass rush coming up the middle.
I like it. For me, underrated on the Rams offense, I think he'll have a big day. I think he can exploit the linebackers from the Patriots. That's Tyler Higbee. Very underrated tight end.
Okay.
In my mind. And then the other one, obviously, is probably the same, James White. He's just tough to stop in the passing game.
Yeah, I see Brady because I think the Rams will get pressure, and I see Brady throwing a lot of quick passes out, like 3-yard slants, 3-yard outs, and I see James White being heavily involved in the passing game in this game. By the way, guys, I don't mean to interrupt you on John Roboto. We're going to continue to talk.
Yeah, no problem.
Patriots for life. I know your number. You're continuing to call in. I'm going to continue to ignore it. So if you just want to be a moron all night and you can call in for 2 hours and waste 2 hours of your life, go ahead and do it. Everybody heard the doot, and I'm never gonna answer you. But go ahead.
Hey, I put you in my phone, so it's very easy to dial you pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's true.
Cashman beat me to the punch. I was trying to be the first caller, so I had to wait for the stage fright guy and Cashman, obviously.
Yeah.
But anyways, no. That's actually all I wanted to really talk about. I was curious to see who your X Factor is. I want you to get.
No, that was actually a great question. I'm surprised nobody's asked that because we've been talking about Super Bowl for a week now. That was a really good question, actually.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I see you over on Bad Dog's channel tomorrow.
I don't know about tomorrow. I got a Super Bowl party to go to. I mean, I might be in and out, but not like the normal where I stay in pretty much as I can.
Yeah, no, whatever, man. If you're not in there, enjoy the Super Bowl.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.
Talk to you later.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. All right, I'm gonna answer Pats for life because I'm just gonna call him. Oh, he hung up. So good thing he hung up. He got scared. And what's going on, Ronaldo? Ronaldo's announced. He says Giants are trash, but they got the Rookie of the Year, Ronaldo. They got the Rookie of the Year, but I'm not gonna lie to you. They won 5 games last year. They won 5 games. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. And he just hung up. Take the next caller. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on? Who's this?
Nelson.
Nelson. What's up, Nelson? What's going on? What do you want to talk about, buddy?
Yeah, I'm just surprised that that was a good news about Saquon Barkley.
Oh, you won Rookie of the Year. Of course it's good news. Going in, I'm going to be completely honest. I was hoping Saquon Barkley. I thought Saquon Barkley deserved it. But I really thought Baker Mayfield was going to win. I really did. And I'm glad that Barkley came away with the victory. He deserved it. He had a great year for the Giants, especially when you factor in how poor the offensive line is.
Yeah, yes, he is outstanding. That's why.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He's absolutely fantastic. And what else you want to talk about, buddy?
You know, I agree with you about the last point you said about trading Porzingis, because you don't get some new player, the top 3 agents for next season.
Right.
That is a waste.
Well, I agree with you. I agree. Well, I'll say if they only get one and they wait till the following year and get another top free agent, I'm okay with that too. But I don't want them wasting that cap space on a second tier superstar, like I said in the video, like a Cousins or like or like a Kemba Walker or someone like that. I want it to be a premium free agent if they're going to spend that money.
You mentioned the 2 of the 3. That is Kawhi Leonard going to be one of the 3.
I'm sorry, Kawhi Leonard, you said play the 3?
Isn't one of the 3 that you want to play for the Knicks next month?
That'd be nice. But Nelson, but tomorrow, of course, you're gonna be able to call him when I have Sim on. We're gonna be talking Knicks for 2 hours, so I'm looking forward to that. I just have a couple people calling in, so I'm gonna let you go. But thank you so much for calling in, Nelson, and I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow, buddy.
All right.
All right. Thank you for being a good subscriber. I see who's Mark is in the chat. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Chris, this is Kim.
Kim, what's going on, Kim? Yeah, Kim from Mexico. What's up?
Yeah, at first it didn't go through because of the long distance thing. I just got to tell you, man, thank you so much for all you do. It is just a fabulous thing for me because I haven't even had television in English. I've been here 40 years. And I just got television in English like a year ago, and I can't see the games because I don't belong to any of those, pay sport things.
Well, that's incredible. That makes me feel good that I'm actually like helping people. So that's I love getting calls like this. So thank you.
It's really great. I was a cheerleader in junior high school, and college, and, I'm old, as everybody knows. That's no secret. I'm 60 years old. But I just have always loved sports so much, but I have not been able to watch them. I still can't watch them. I don't know what me and my son are going to do tomorrow about the Super Bowl. But like I said yesterday, I'm going to go and probably go to a restaurant and take my headphones and listen to you guys while I, try to watch it on some in some tourist restaurant here at the Pyramids where I live. So that's all I wanted to say. I just want to tell you guys thank you. Thank you to Bad Dog, too, even though he's not on here tonight. But just love you guys, and it is so fantastic because you have no idea what it's like to be deprived of the sports that you love. I like soccer, don't get me wrong, but, I was born in Southern California, and this is great for me. So God bless you guys, and thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Thank you for that call. That meant a lot. So thank you very much, Kim. And I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future. Thank you for being a good subscriber.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the call. Good night, Chris.
All right, you too. Bye. All right. Next call, you're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yo.
Yeah, who is this?
The burritos.
I'm sorry? All right, he just hung up. I don't know if that was a prank call. He said something about burritos. But there he goes. Emilio. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Is that a prank call? You like blowing into the phone? Go ahead. Say it. You can keep doing this. I'll embarrass you all night. Go ahead. Keep talking. Do you have anything else to say? All right. Good for you. That was a good prank call. That was a really good prank call. That was original. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
This is Kendra.
Kendra, that's who I thought. Kendra, what is going on? How was your day? I'm blushing already. I already know the chat knows I'm blushing. What's going on, Kendra?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. You ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow?
Yes, I am ready. My grandmother is sick, so we're not going to do no cooking this time, but I'll be watching it. Actually, I'll be watching you because I don't care about the game for real. Please don't let your subscribers beat me up.
Well, it should be a fun game. I hope you get to eat those ribs you were talking about.
No, I probably won't eat no ribs. I'll probably eat it's called salmon kebab. You know, with the rice and the chickpeas and a little cucumber, tomato.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really nice.
It sounds healthy, but it's not something that I would eat. Especially watching football. I gotta have like wings. I gotta have pizza. I gotta have a sandwich. I don't know, but not that wouldn't be for me. But it sounds healthy.
If it was more than us, then I'd probably be doing the same thing. But it's just gonna be me and Miss Pat in front of the family. So
I hear you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun with Bad Dog. We're gonna be live for like 7 hours straight, so I'm gonna need a lot of food. Bad Dog told me he's not eating on camera, so he's not gonna eat from like 4 to 11. So I don't know how he's doing that. Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that.
Y'all know y'all are the best. Y'all crack me up.
Yeah, you weren't on the stream last night. Yeah, I apologize if we get a little dirty, but it's fun for the chat. It's fun for the chat.
I like it. You know, y'all guys. So, you know, guys will be guys.
But,
I'm not mad at y'all.
So how was your day? How was your day, Kendra?
It was pretty good. I actually got to catch up on a little laundry and a couple of my shows. I watch love movies, so I was watching all my Lifetime movies and just relaxing today. I didn't really do too much.
I wish I got to relax. I work Saturdays. I wish I got to relax on Saturdays.
Yes, I seen you on the video. That was my next question to you. How was your day at work?
It was work. You know, it's always work. It's it's cold. It's 5 degrees out. You want to get home as soon as you can. Trying to get my shift changed to days so I could do this earlier. Hopefully in March I'll be able to do that.
Okay, yeah, I know. I seen it on the news with the whole freezing thing.
Oh my God!
I hope you staying warm out there.
Yeah, it's horrible. The last 3 days, it's been like single digits. It's been horrible. It's supposed to warm up though. I think I saw on Monday or Tuesday it's going to be about 50 degrees.
Right, it's supposed to warm up here too. So we're looking forward to that because I'm sick of this cold weather. I don't do the cold too well myself.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm not into the cold either. Everybody's telling me not this is not Match.com, guys. This is a sports show. But anything else you want to say, Kendra, before I let you go?
No, I know you got a whole lot of people who want to speak to you. I just want to check in and say hi to you.
I appreciate you calling in, Kendra. I really do. I appreciate you for being a great subscriber, tuning into all my streams. You are the best.
And you are as well, Chris.
All right, Kendra. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good night. And let's see what we got here. Steven Mendez in the house. Stealth Ravens in the house. Are you sure about that, he says. And you know what, guys? Let's get this over with. Go ahead and prank me. Go ahead, Patriots for Life, so that way you don't waste your whole night calling me 9,000 times. Go ahead and say what you want to say.
Shut up, you racist, white supremacist. You hate black people.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because yeah. Go ahead. What? Go ahead. What else you want to say? Is that you waited on hold to say that? Go ahead.
We're gonna win the Super Bowl tomorrow.
All right, good for you. Anything else you want to say before I hang up on you?
Do it.
Okay, I'll do it then. Have a good night. There goes that jerk off. Yeah, who's marked that guy? That guy is an asshole. He'll call all night. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
I sit when I wipe and when I pee. Why are you blushing right now? It's not Kendra.
Joe Musa, right?
Yes, of course.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
What? Dude, I'm still in tears after last night's stream with you and Bad Dog.
Oh my God, I love doing that. It's a lot of fun.
I have so much content just from that video alone.
Yeah,
I'm already doing volume 3.
That's awesome. Yeah, Joe Musa, by the way, I said it earlier. For anybody who just tuned in, my best of is going to be up on either Tuesday or Wednesday. He filmed 5 more minutes of clips of me, and he's already working on volume number 3. He is an unbelievable subscriber. I really appreciate everything you do, Joe.
Oh, anytime, man. Yo, I need some content from you. There's one... Someone mentioned about a girl walking in when you were doing a live stream.
A girl walking in?
Yeah, someone mentioned that like.
No. Yeah, no. A girl called in and she asked me out on a date. I think that's what you're.
Oh, all right. You got to send me that. You got just tell me where the video is and I'll look for it.
Yeah. It's the Eagle one. I know that, and I think.
Okay.
I think if you look in the comments, somebody timestamped it in the comments.
All right.
But I'll shoot you a message on Facebook to make sure you give you all the information.
I had one question for you. Do you know any reason why the Jets and Giants play at the same time these past couple of years?
That's a great question that
I hate that.
Yeah, that's the word. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. It happened at least 2 or 3 times this year where they played at the same time. That's a good point.
Well, I think more than that. Even last year, it was worse.
Yeah. I never even thought about that. I'm trying to think why that would happen.
I hate it because I always like watching the Giant games after I watch the Jets games.
Yeah, of course. You want to be able to see.
At least I could watch one New York fucking winning team, right?
Well, not recently.
Not recently, but
you guys are just as good as we are. Or should I say, just as bad as we are?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's one thing I missed doing the streams this year because I only really got to see the Giants game because you do the post game after I was on to like 5:30, 6 o'clock, so you don't even get to see the 4 o'clock games.
Yeah.
But what's going on, man?
All right, well,
yeah, go ahead.
That was it, man. That's all I have for you.
I appreciate you, man. You know that. I love you. You know everything you do for my channel. Thank you for being a great subscriber. Thank you for calling in, buddy.
Thanks, man. And stand up, New York Jets fans.
There it is. Stand up, Joe Musa. Thank you for calling in, buddy.
Anytime, man. Later.
All right, my man. All right, next caller. You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, listen. You gotta stop calling this Pats fan a jerk off. I am the only jerk off, and I am the original jerk off.
He is the original jerk off, of course. You were the first person I called jerk off. There's no doubt about it. I appreciate you calling in. What's going on, my man, Mark Israel?
That's right. That's me. Well, first of all, just wanted to say congratulations to Saquon Barkley. That was a well-deserved win for him.
Oh, he had he deserved it. He played great. And by the way, Mark, I saw you called. I think you know the rule. I don't can't pick up the phone, but I will take Mark as the next caller because I could see his name actually when he calls in. So the next caller will be Mark if he calls back in. So when I hang up, I will keep hanging up on people until I get Mark because I love Mark. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah, no problem. Also, I guess just to give a little shout out to Jets fans for Kevin Mawai officially. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's part of the new Hall of Fame class.
Oh, he made the Hall of Fame, Mawai, the center from the Jets.
Yeah, it was announced tonight. And
he was great for you guys.
Yeah, he was great. Never won a Super Bowl, of course, but yeah, no, he was a terrific player. But what was I going to say? Yeah, and lastly, I got to give another shout out to my New York Islanders. Once again, won tonight, beat LA, and they are still in first place in the Metropolitan Division.
Good stuff, man. So how many games they got left now? About 20? 25?
No, it was just the All-Star break. So I guess they got about half of their games left.
It seems like the All-Star break's always deeper into the season than halfway, though. I feel like that maybe 30 games left.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 30, maybe 40 games.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
Hopefully, I'll probably be doing some Islander streams in the playoffs. I'm not a big hockey guy, but I watch playoff hockey, so I'll probably do 1 or 2 of those games.
Right.
But
so you're doing a call-in show tomorrow during the Super Bowl or what?
No, the Super Bowl is going to be with Bad Dog on his channel. It's just going to be us calling the game. But tomorrow at 12, it's going to be strictly Knicks talk though. From 12 to 2.
Okay.
From 12 to 2, I'm having Sim from Nothing But Knicks on the channel, and we're actually going to operate. See, on my channel, I only have the capabilities of when it's just me. But even though it's going to be on my channel, he has a separate phone number that people are going to be able to call in. So it's going to be me and him talking about the state of the affair with the Knicks. Now, I don't know if it's going to be straight calls. And Sperm Cell's sleeping. He always does that. But I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be straight calls. I think it's going to be me and him talking a lot at the beginning. And but we will take calls at some point.
Oh, let me just before I hang up, real quick. I had a few of my friends check out your channel. Mm-hmm. And now whenever they call me up or they see me in the bar or they see me on the street, Hey, jerk off, how's it going? So thank you for that. But I hope to make another highlight reel.
That's awesome, man. And yeah, I'm sure you will. You're a great caller. You always make me laugh when you call in. And Mark Israel will always be, no matter what, no matter how many times Patriots for Life calls in, he will always be the original jerk off. So that will go down in the history books, my man.
And lastly, the Rams, and you can bet the house on it, the Rams will win tomorrow.
I hope so. I think they match up really well. And by the way, I just saw Yvonne said his birthday's the 14th. He's one of my best subs. He's been here since near the beginning. I want to say happy birthday to Yvonne, 8-bit Skyliner. I hope you're right. I'm rooting for the Rams. Obviously, as a Jet fan, I know you are too.
Absolutely. But no, I really think the Rams are going to do it. I feel it in my gut, and I do have some money on it. So, but look, if I lose, I'm going to look like a douchebag. But I'm all right with that. So it's okay. All right, buddy. Go get your other calls, and maybe I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for calling. I'm just going to ask the people in the chat, please don't write all this stuff. Don't write the middle fingers. Don't do that. Don't do that nonsense. That annoys the chat. Don't do that. I saw that Big Blue for Life came into the chat. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, how you doing?
How you doing? By the way, my favorite Italian movie is Goodfellas. What's going on? Who's this?
Detonator.
Detonator. What's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
Just fantastic. Oh, congratulations on having Saquon Barkley have Offensive Rookie of the Year. I knew he was going to get it since the beginning of the year, so congrats on that.
Oh, he deserved it, man. He had a great year this year. He exceeded what I thought he'd be able to do. I'm so thrilled that he won, and he deserves it. He's a great guy, both on and off the field. I'm happy. He's going to be a leader of this team for years to come.
Yeah, man, best hairline in the league, or one of them. Come on now, you got to commit to
that. But by the way, Mark says I got to call through phone, Mark. Well, either one, Mark. You can call through the phone or Skype. But when you call through either one. Don't matter. If you call through Skype, though, I'll know it's you. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So, as you know, we had the Jets Hall of Famer go in, which I'm super stoked about. I never got to see him play, but I always loved hearing about stories about all these great Jets players. And it's just unfortunate how none of them were able to go to the Super Bowl because of certain pieces missing and stuff like that. But there's so many great players that you see just slide underneath and get forgotten just because they're not on as successful teams. I just love how the Hall of Fame kind of puts them out there again, as one of the greats, and it's fantastic what people can do sometimes. Yeah, for sure. And Joe Lutz says I'm not showing him love. I just want to say, Joe Lutz, I always show you love. I just trying to talk to the callers. I love you, Joe. And Air Force came in the chat. Stand up. But yeah, man. Unbelievable year this year. Unbelievable year. And what? Anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk Super Bowl? You want to talk Jets? Anything else? Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the Super Bowl. So I am saying I'm sticking with the Rams. I think the Rams. I'm looking at their defense. You have the Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald, right there in the middle, gonna just get as much pressure on Brady as possible. And if you look at Brady, yes, he won the AFC Championship game and the AFC Divisional, right? That all goes. But had it not been for an offside penalty, it would have been lost. Right. I don't think that they're going to have this problem this time. I think the Rams secondary is much better than the wide receiving core of the Patriots. That's just my opinion. The only ones you really kept from last season is really what's his name? Edelman. Right. So Edelman, you see him in the slot, he works it, he can do what he needs to do, but I think that's is the only major piece they really throw to. Sure, you have Gronk on the outside, but Gronk we've even seen throughout the season he did not do well at all. I think he only had 2 touchdowns this season. Gronk's been banged up. I think he's going to retire after this year. He's not the same player. As I said earlier, I think the guy you got to look out for is James White in this game. I think Brady's going to target him early and often. Yeah, exactly. And I think they're going to try hitting the Rams with a rushing game as much as possible because that's what happened. Like, when they hit the Chiefs the rushing game, it was dominant against them until they finally learned how to shut that down. After that, I kind of eased into it. And I think no matter what, it's going to be a great game, you know.
Oh,
I know
you know it's going to be a great game. It always is with the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I sound stupid, but I think a game-winning safety might be coming into play. You know, who knows?
That's crazy.
Like, it could just...
That's crazy. But by the way, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to let you finish. But Mark, if you're still in the chat, I'm going to call you now, Mark, because that way I don't got to keep hanging up on people. I'm going to call Mark after this. I will reach out to you via Skype. But, wrap it up, my man.
Yeah, that's I mean, I think it's going to be a great Super Bowl. Also, I think the Jets are going to do great next season. I know, like, every single time I get off the phone, everyone's like, "Oh no, the Jets are going to stink it up again." I don't think so. I think we're going to go improve in 4-12. I think we can either go 8-8 or 9-7. Playoffs would be pending, but we just got to see how the thing starts. Anyway, it was a great time talking to you. I'd like to get you back to your callers.
Yeah, man.
Have a great night.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. But and before I call Mark, I mean, to say with the Jets, you got to see what they do in free agency because they have a ton of money. So I'm gonna call Mark right now. Guys, and then I'll get to other calls. Gotta have Mark on. Huge Knicks fan, passionate as hell. Gotta call Mark, and here we go. Mark, I'm giving you a call. Troy Flynn in the house. What's going on, my man? And Mark, you are on live. What's going on, my man?
Bro.
Love Mark. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Now tell everybody in the chat what's my nickname.
My Italian ravioli brother. and anytime I come in this chat, my new slogan, I'm the Black Italian. I forgot to mention that yesterday.
What's up, man? How you doing, buddy?
And I had the press. I mean, Entertainah, the press.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about Porzingis?
There's more news.
There's more news. What else? What else came out?
Okay. You remember them saying that they went around the league and asked other teams for Porzingis?
Right.
That's not even the case. Teams didn't know he was on the trading block like that.
So you're saying you're implying
we could have sold him high.
They only went to Dallas, is what you're saying.
They only went to Dallas. So 29 other teams. 29 other teams with better assets.
Not good. Not good. Mark is not happy right now. I can see Mark.
Do you know how idiotic? And this is for the Knicks fans. Because they dupe you again in PR. Because that's what the Knicks do. How can you trust an organization for the last 20 years and they've been putting out straight garbage? And every year they tell you, we're going to make it right. We're going to make it right. We're going to make it right. When it comes to the Knicks, they have no right for you guys to believe anything they say until they make a move.
I agree with you. And everything that this team has been selling us, Mark, for the last 2 years, went out the window. This whole youth movement, we're going to be patient, we're going to grow from within, went out the window.
And if he's saying that, right? If he's saying that, then why you didn't value Kristaps Porzingis and wait till next year to see if he's going to be good?
Yeah, well, the thing
is... He didn't have to sign the qualifier offer.
The thing is, and I don't know what to believe, because we're seeing reports from Begley that you showed me today, and then we're also hearing that Porzingis wanted out. So I don't know what to believe.
No, I'm going to tell you what... No. Okay, when the Knicks put out the first statement, right?
Yeah.
Remember, they said that he didn't want to be here. So that was circulating for the last 2 days. So as I woke up this morning, 8:30, I called you around 12.
Right.
When I explained to you that they didn't basically...
By the way, I don't mean to interrupt you. I got caught up at work. I did see what you told me to look at. I did watch it.
Was it kind of clever?
It was kind of clever. It was entertaining. It was a good conversation. I agree with most of what you said. It was good.
That was out of pure anger. I never thought I was that capable of writing like that, but I guess, hey.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we didn't have to trade him so quick. That's my whole thing. If I would be okay to trade him if we're getting other assets better than him. It's understandable.
Right.
I'm not mad at that. But you cannot. If the Knicks did not want him, Scott Perry, they did not want him. They just didn't want him at all.
That's what
it's a difference. It's a difference between not wanting to be here and when a team just don't want you. They didn't want him.
Yeah, that's
so
what it sounds like.
So what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do?
You're right, and I hope. I mean, obviously, I'm obviously a Knicks fan, and I hope everything works out for the Knicks, and hopefully
they're trying to use the max salary. They don't have to pay him till next year.
Now, if you're the Knicks, let me give you two hypotheticals, and then I'm going to get to the chat.
I got some examples and why this trade was so dumb. We could have.
Mark. Before you go on, I want you to save it for the show tomorrow because we're going to have you on for a while. But I'm going to give you two hypotheticals, and what would you rather as a Knicks fan?
Go ahead.
Would you rather the Knicks acquire Anthony Davis by trading this year's first-round pick and we'll say two future first, whatever it is, acquire him by giving up some assets, including this year's first, get Anthony Davis for $25 million, and then maybe have some cap space to get two more maxes, possibly? Or would you rather keep the pick, draft a Zion Williamson or whoever, John Moran, whoever they take?
He's by far the first round pick, and there's no one not even in his atmosphere. Honestly,
and then use two maxes. What option would you rather do?
Because this is me right now. Because I'm going to do that Anthony Davis trade quick, and one of my examples. I'm not going to tell all my examples, but one of my examples was that Tim Hardaway contract.
Right.
Because teams did not know, they lied to us. There's teams coming out. When I mean they didn't know, they did not know that he was on the trading block. They were skeptical that he wasn't on the trading block. So, if other teams didn't know he was on the trading block but was excited, you're telling me Porzingis did not have value?
Oh, he definitely had value. I mean, Porzingis you and me both know. Porzingis, when he's healthy, he's borderline top 10 player.
He's healthy. Bro, he's 23 years old.
Of course.
23 years old. And if people got to take you know what's so crazy? This is why we suck as an organization. Embiid got drafted number 2, right? And when he got drafted, he had Yao Ming issues, including back issues.
Right.
Remember, he didn't play for how many years?
He played 2 years, right?
It was 3 years.
3 years. Jesus Christ.
They gave him the max money as soon as he started playing. How can a player like that deserve max money and you never seen him on the court before he had that money?
You're right. I can't argue. I mean, Porzingis was pissed off. There's no doubt about it because he felt...
This organization believes in me.
He felt like the Knicks didn't... They dicked him around.
They believe him.
Yeah. But...
So it's easy to put in PR. Oh, he didn't want to be here, so we just got rid of him. He wanted to be here. Because guess what, y'all? David Fizdale said it himself. Go look on Twitter. I want y'all guys to go to I Am Bagley. There's a statement by Fizdale. What the Knicks did to Porzingis, David Fizdale said, you cannot judge Porzingis.
Yeah.
They didn't want him.
I saw the same quote, and David Fizdale made it seem like Porzingis did not want out. And we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I'm sure this is all going to get unraveled, and we're going to be able to talk about it. But
before I go, Entertainah.
Yeah.
29 teams did not know he was available.
If that's true, and I don't know if it is. This is all hearsay right now. But if that is true,
Chris Mannix too. That's where I got it from.
If that's true, that's a problem because they should have been shopping him to everyone in the league.
There you go. They said teams were skeptical. So you're telling me if we had Porzingis and other teams was looking at him, that means we could have got a heist and got rid of Tim Hardaway's contract.
Yeah.
Because we could have said, the only way I can get Porzingis is y'all take Tim Hardaway's contract. Boom. And we could have got somebody way better than Dennis Smith. Way better.
We'll see with Dennis Smith. I'm holding out hope he could improve, but I agree with you. I'm not a big Dennis Smith guy. Well, I'm not, but...
Evans gave up his first year. They didn't want him.
But I cannot wait for tomorrow. Sim and me will definitely have you on for at least a 10 or 15-minute conversation. So
I can't. I just want to be on there for 10 minutes, say my piece, and get off because I don't want to be. The Knicks fans are fickle. The Knicks organization sucks because they didn't use everything in their power to get better. I don't care.
And as Mark is talking, I could see Mark as he's talking to me. He can't see me. He's watching. He's literally watching a basketball game as he talks to me. This is how much of a diehard fan this man is.
They don't have the reputation to tell me they might get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They don't.
Well, there's no way they can know that.
They never got a big star. They never. And please don't put Amari.
Well, the only big star they got, the only big star, and I put it in quotes, that they got was Amari, and he had 2 banged up knees, and everybody knew he was an injury waiting to happen.
Here you go. Good night, Entertainah.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you tomorrow, my man. Have a good night, Mark.
Quick.
Love Mark. Love him. Thank you for calling in. He could call in anytime. Very entertaining. Diehard sports fan. And we are waiting for the next call. What's going on? You're on Live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hi. Do you remember me?
I get a lot of callers, so I do not. Who is this?
Well, I was the girl who I asked you out to meet underneath the Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. But guess what?
No, you're not. No, you're not. I think I know who this is. This is Stealth, I think.
Yes, it is.
What's going on, Stealth? Stealth pretending he's the girl that asked me out on the date. What's going on?
I've been playing that for like 2 weeks now. And then every time I tried calling you, you had someone else. So I was like, I'm going to choke this up one day. And I choked it up miserably right there. But
what's going on, Stealth? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. That was funny. That was a good idea. But you ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow?
I have the Rams winning. I really want the Rams to win, but something tells me the Patriots are going to win. Because I've been discussing this all week to people in my school. We all agree that we all want the Rams to win, but we probably know the Patriots are going to win this.
We'll see. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm pulling for the Rams. I think the Pats are going to win. But we'll see, you know. We will see. And what did you think about Saquon Barkley winning Rookie of the Year? Did you think he was going to win it?
Yes, I did think that. I mean, it's not even the thing is, I know everyone's like saying Baker Mayfield took an 0-16 team and brought them to a 7-8-1. He took the laughing stock of the NFL and brought them wins,
right?
And actually made the city of Cleveland look good. But the thing is you can't just categorize Baker Mayfield as the Rookie of the Year out of getting 7 wins. It's about what he
I agree. I mean, he definitely has a lot to do with it, but he's clearly not the only reason. Yeah, there's other reasons why they won 7 games. Chubb was a great running back. They had an improved defense. They had Myles Garrett took a step forward this year. They added weapons with the receivers. Jarvis Landry came, so they were a better team. Plus the new coach. So there's other factors, but Baker was very good.
Yeah, there's no doubt. If I'm looking at this from a standpoint, there's no doubt that Baker probably had, in a way, more successful year in a way than Barkley, but Barkley did more with less, which earns him the league MVP. Rookie of the Year. Sorry, my bad. I'm thinking Patrick Mahomes because I'm watching the actual thing.
That's the thing, because Barkley, like you said, he had a very poor offensive line as opposed to the Browns, who had actually the 3rd best pass-blocking offensive line in the sport. So that is why I would have picked Barkley, because of what you just said. He did more with less.
Exactly.
You know.
And I just bought a Barkley jersey, and it's like I'm gonna wear it tomorrow, definitely during the Super Bowl. There's no doubt about it.
I'm just laughing at what Mark just said. The guy who just called in, he said he wants to leave New York for a month because he's so mad at the Knicks. Oh God! But yeah, you got to wear a Barkley jersey, Mario. You got to be proud as a Giant fan. You have to be proud.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most success the Giants had since 2012. One of our players actually winning something. You know, yes, Odell Beckham did something, but the thing about Odell Beckham, which makes me up and down about him, he's a great player, but let's just say he's a toxic personality.
Oh Barkley's the leader of this team at this point. Barkley's the leader of this team. He's going to be the leader going forward. They need both of them. For them to win at this point, they need both of them. They're both going to help each other. And we'll see. We'll see what they do in the draft. I think they're going to focus on either defense or quarterback in the first round. But I'm curious to see how it works out with the combine and everything else.
Daryl Williams to the Giants.
I love that guy. You saw my video. I want him at the right tackle spot. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say about Odell Beckham. He's definitely not a team leader, and it's not like especially after the 2015 Odell Beckham versus Josh Norman. You can see his actual personalities, and when players get to his head, he gets pissed off. And as a leader, you should not have those character traits. You can't let other players get into your head and then just start fighting them, and then bring down your team with multiple penalties over something stupid.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely the low point of his career. But I think he's matured a little bit since then. But he's still, you saw it this year where he was punching the fan. He's still got some maturing to do. We hope he does. We need him to. But
the Giants paid him money.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
he has to pay. He didn't just pay. Dave Gettleman is the type of guy who likes good players, but they also are not. They have a good reputation. They're good people in real life, like Barkley. That's why he likes Barkley. Not only is he a talented player, but he's also a very humble guy.
Yeah, I'm Barkley's biggest fan. I love Barkley because of what you just said. Great leader, great athlete, and he delivers. He had the highest expectations in the world, and he exceeded them. So I'm happy with Barkley. I'm going to let you go because I got a couple people trying to call in. But, Stealth, I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl. That was a great prank call you came up with. That was fun. And keep up the good work with your YouTube channel over there, buddy.
Okay. I got 50 subscribers finally.
Oh, you did? Did you make a video? Did you make a 50 sub video?
I was planning to do it tomorrow before the Super Bowl so I can talk about the Super Bowl and 50 subs.
Very good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, good night.
All right, have a good night. I see Mustard Buzz came into the chat. What is going on, Mustard Buzz? Great stuff. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, what's good, Entertainah? It's Troy.
Troy, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Big Knick fan. What's up,
good.
Man? What's up?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, man, and I'm curious to get your take because I know you were very pro. You were very pro this trade.
Yeah, I just feel like we need to get Tim Hardaway out of here. We were gonna have to attach first-round picks to get Hardaway or Lee out of here. So would you rather have done that than get KP out of here? I just think he's frail, and I don't know. I just think he's gonna get hurt again, to be honest.
Well, that's what this trade's gonna come down to. If he stays healthy, I think the Knicks are gonna lose the trade more than likely, and if he doesn't, the Knicks will win the trade. That to me, and there's probably a good chance he won't stay healthy. Yeah, I agree with that. He is frail.
The guy gets backed down by shooting guards, bro. Come on, this dude, he's not even a top 20 player in my opinion.
See, that I disagree with. That I disagree with.
You think he's top 10? No way in hell, bro.
I think he's definitely going to be if he stays healthy. I don't know if I could proclaim him top 10 yet, but I think if he stays healthy,
that's fair. But
yeah.
I don't know. You got to prove it on the court though first.
Yeah, I just don't like trading players like that, especially at 23 years old. But I understand if he forced their hand, which who knows? Now we're hearing conflicting reports. We don't know. But if that was the case,
what the fuck?
Yeah, if that was the case, I can't blame the Knicks for trading. You had to get something.
Yeah, definitely.
But they
got 2 first-round picks too as well. Those could not be not that good, but they could be pretty good. You never know. If Porzingis gets hurt again, or just whatever happens, you never know.
Well, the key to the trade is the cap space. That's the key, and it's what they do with it. If they waste it on
Dennis Smith is only it's only his second year in the league. He could be special. I don't know how special, but he's got all-star potential. Definitely, I'd say. Never know.
No, he definitely does. Well, yeah, I think he can make an all-star team. I'm not predicting that. I'm gonna tell you this. I think Dennis Smith's gonna put up good stats for this team because there's nobody else. That doesn't necessarily mean he's a good player, but I think he's gonna put up 19 and 8 for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna.
You heard the Knicks are gonna play. Wait, what were you saying?
No, I think he's gonna put up like Marbury numbers for the remainder of this season. But that's because he's their only guy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you heard they're keeping Jordan, though, and Wes Matthews. I don't know why. Are they going to ruin the tank fucking keeping them?
Well, Jordan makes kind of sense because I think he's a good mentor for Mitchell. And they could potentially keep him next year on a cost-effective deal depending on what he's asking for. Wes Matthews makes no sense. I would cut him.
Yeah, I mean, we already have Alonzo True and Damian Dotson. If you're trying to develop these guys, I don't get why you would keep him on the roster.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I would cut Wes Matthews. I would have done it already. Well, you know what? I would wait, actually, until after the trade deadline because maybe I could get, who knows, because he's got an expiring contract. Maybe I get something for him.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess if he's on the squad right now, you got to just play him because that's kind of like grimy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But, man, I always like when you call because you can tell you know what you're talking about. We don't always agree, but you are a well-informed sports fan.
I just couldn't deal with Hardaway anymore, bro. Like, there's no way we were getting rid of him without attaching a first-round pick anyway. Like, I just couldn't deal with that guy no more. I mean, the guy shoots like 36%, takes 20 shots a game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I see ones in the chat. I don't know why they're writing one, but no, man, I'm with you, man. Hardaway was a horrible signing, and of course it happened for that little window, where Perry and Mills weren't together, and they went and they signed him, and that was a big mistake by the Knicks, and
Perry didn't sign him. Though.
No, I know it was Mills, but that signing really is what caused this trade. I mean,
pretty much, to be honest.
Yeah, because they signed. But I mean.
KP, you don't know though. If KP really might have wanted the trade, to be honest. Like, I kind of got that vibe from everything that's been going on. Leaving the exit meeting, like all that shit, throwing. You know how he posted that video of him running on like Twitter and shit when Fizdale said,
yeah. Well,
like, I just feel like he wanted out, man. Like
you could see that there was tension. You could see that there was tension between the Knicks and KP. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, with all this losing and stuff that's been going on, he just didn't trust the process. You know what I mean? Like, what do you expect to happen this year? Like, you thought we were going to fucking win 40 games or something without him?
Good point. I'm always optimistic, and I was hoping everything broke right, but you're right. I mean, realistically, 25 wins was probably the best we could hope for. And,
I thought so too, to be honest. That would win, around that amount of games, but...
Well, Knox has just been a complete... I shouldn't say that. Knox was hurt, and he's played better as of late. But Knox, he still has some learning to do.
Yeah.
He wasn't as good as we expected. I thought he'd average 17 points this year.
He was looking real impressive in Summer League, for sure.
Yeah. But I'm going to let you go because I'm sure other people trying to call in, but I really do appreciate the call, Troy. I hope
All right,
to
man.
see you.
Thanks for having me.
I hope to see you tomorrow on the show with Sim.
All right, take care, bro.
All right, man. Have a good night. All right, we'll be taking more calls here, and Techie's in the house. What's going on, my man? All right, next call. You're on live.
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
It's Gooner.
Gooner, what's going on, my man? What do you want to talk about, buddy?
Okay, yeah, here's Legend. Stop.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that's what you do. Okay, what do you think about this year's draft class? Like, do you think you guys are going to draft, like, Nick Bosa? And
unicorn!
Shut up! Okay.
Before I answer this, I got a super chat. I just want to address it. Whitney, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, bet me the Giants are going to the Super Bowl. From your lips to God's ears, Whitney. We got another female in the chat. Everybody always likes that. Thank you for tuning in, Whitney. But go ahead. You're asking me who do I think the Giants will draft?
Yeah, do you think they could possibly draft maybe Nick Bosa?
No way. He's going top. He's going third, the latest.
That's pretty true. Maybe I don't really know Dwayne Haskins' playing style, but could you guys maybe draft him?
I think Dwayne Haskins is. I mean, if we're taking a quarterback, I'll tell you a sleeper quarterback. Because I think he fits what the Giants are trying to do is Daniel Jones, but I would have Haskins above him. I would be shocked if they took Kyler Murray. And he just doesn't fit what Sherman wants to do. Yeah, he doesn't fit. But if they take a quarterback, I would be saying 95% chance it's going to be Haskins. If he's there. I mean, the Jaguars could trade up.
The Jaguars definitely need a quarterback because Nick Bortles getting bad.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, but if Haskins is there, when the Giants pick at 6, I'd be surprised if they don't take him, to be completely honest with you. As of now, that could all change in a month after the combine and everything else. But right now, I would be surprised.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's a couple of guys I like. I love Devin White. I'm doing a video on him soon. I've done a lot of research on him. I love Devin White. It's not a position of absolute need right now, but it could be if they cut Ogletree, he'd fill in as the middle linebacker. I like Devin White a lot. Extremely athletic. He actually started his college. Well, he came out of high school as a running back. He's extremely athletic for a. I'm sorry. Who's that?
Sorry, Legend's here too. By the way, he's just yelling in the background.
Legend's the best. Legend always tunes into my streams. He's great. I love Legend. Love Legend.
Here too.
What'd you say?
Come on, Mike, say something. Listen, say something. Ask a question.
Ask what question?
Okay, never mind.
I don't have a question.
All right.
All right, guys. But I'm gonna let you guys go. But thank you guys for being great subscribers.
All right. See ya.
All right, my man. Next on the line, you're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Mr. Bad Dog, what's going on, my man? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Hello? 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 Oh, Bad Dog's internet went out. Oh, God. Sorry about that, Bad. Hopefully that doesn't go out tomorrow during the Super Bowl. Waiting for the next caller, guys. I'll talk to the chat as we do that. And what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
This is Whitney.
This is not. Is it Whitney? Hello?
No, it's not Whitney.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think so. What's up, my man? What's going on?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Yeah, I heard somebody called in the background as you were talking, so I'm like, I don't think that was Whitney, but I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about, buddy?
I want to talk about the Wentz and Foles debate, even though the Eagles have already settled it, but the fans are still going crazy about it. I just want to bring this up. So in the 2 playoff games, Nick Foles had a passer rating of 64 and 77. In the whole year, Carson Wentz had a 102 quarterback rating, top 10 in the league in quarterback rating, top 5 in completion percentage. And if you really want to think about it, they all look at the record, and it'll show that his record is 5-6. But in the Titans game, the defense gave up a 4th and 15 in overtime.
I remember watching that game to Mariota. I remember watching that game, yeah.
I still have PTSD. And in the Panthers game, they gave up a 4th and 10. And then in the Eagles and Cowboys game, the last game, Jake Elliott missed an extra point. And if he made that, that would have given them the lead.
Yeah, Wentz played well for the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, he played.
That would have made his record 8-3, and I'm pretty sure at that point the debate would have probably been settled.
Yeah, it's close though, because I think I think they have too much invested in Wentz to not go with him. They have too much invested in him. What did you guys give up for him? Like 3 first-round picks?
I think 2, and then a bunch of seconds. 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, they have too much invested. They're not going to go with Foles, even though a lot of people think they should. I don't think they will. I really don't.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting offseason, that's for sure. And if they don't go with Foles, I'm curious to see where Foles ends up. As a Giants fan, I am hoping not the Giants.
I hope you guys get Ryan Tannehill or Joe Flacco.
I don't. I'd rather stick with Eli than go with Joe Flacco because you got to commit 2 years to him. But
do you remember whenever you were doing your call-in after the Eagles and Giants game when that Eagles fan said tough loss today and then said F you?
Oh yeah. Yep. He called in. He cursed me out. Yeah, I remember. You don't forget those things. You don't forget those things.
No.
But
tell Sexy Goat to call in. He's too scared too.
Yeah, we got to get Sexy Goat, Last Jedi. Everybody's asking Last Jedi. Get the Sexy Goat, get the Last Jedi. Get both of them on. But
Mark, take a sip of water. You sound like your throat is very dry.
Well, you could tell. I think he was a little sick. I think he had a little bit of a sore throat.
Yeah, I know. He said that to me.
Yeah. But thank you so much for calling in, Sperm Cell. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
Yeah.
All right, man. Enjoy. Well, hopefully we see you tomorrow for the stream.
Yeah, I'll be in there.
All right, my man. I see Sean Rocktella's in the house. Don't you ever compare. Yeah, exactly. Don't you ever do that. Next on line, you're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. And they hang up as soon as I pick up. All right, then. On to the next. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
The Entertainah, it is stuck in the 80s.
Stuck in the 80s. I haven't seen you in the chat, but you're calling in, and I appreciate that. Good job with your videos today, by the way.
Thanks. I just came in and I was like, I'm going to be like a ninja and just sneak right into a call here.
Yeah, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. In on a late Saturday night here, and One Giant Rebuttal posted a video today that I thought was interesting. If I could share with you real quick.
Yeah, I haven't gotten. I'm gonna watch it. I think he made 2 in the last 2 days. I got to catch up on his channel. But what? Yeah, go ahead.
He's been cranking out the content, but he was talking about how the MVP should be called the MVQB, Most Valuable Quarterback. So I did a little research, and since 1975, we've had 45 MVP awards. 30 have been won by the quarterback position, 13 by running back, 1 by wide receiver, which is Jerry Rice, which is the GOAT of wide receivers, and 1 by a linebacker, which is LT, the GOAT of defense.
Right.
So the last time we had an MVP from a non-quarterback, non-running back is 1987.
Jerry Rice?
So my question to you is, should the NFL just get rid of the MVP award, and if not, what can they do to fix it?
It's a great question. It's so hard for a quarterback. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the last guy that wasn't a quarterback to win it was Peterson.
You are correct, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, it's so hard to not give it to a quarterback because they mean so much. I mean, they have their hands on the ball at all times, and they make all the decisions. They call the audibles at the line of scrimmage. So it's hard not to give it to the quarterback because, in fairness, they usually are the most important player. Now, there are exceptions. As Giants fans, we know Saquon Barkley is an exception. With the Rams, I think Todd Gurley is an exception. There are exceptions to the rule, but usually the quarterback is going to win it. And it's actually a good point you bring up where maybe, like the Offensive Player of the Year, maybe it should never be a quarterback. Do they? I think they have an Offensive Player of the Year award, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, maybe that should never go to quarterbacks. Maybe that goes to skill position players. I don't know. I don't know how you solve that.
I think, that's a good idea. MVP to the quarterback, since the quarterbacks are getting it 66% of the time anyway, and give the rest of the league a chance at the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and I'll tell you a guy who should. I mean, obviously Mahomes was just out of this world, but if there was a defensive player any year that. Thank you so much, Mustard Bus. I really appreciate the super chat. He says, "Love Stuck in the 80s content. I need
Thanks, Mustard Bus.
Oh, Stuck in the 80s. Anybody that is not subscribed to the man on the phone, he's gonna go in the chat after. Check out his channel, Stuck in the 80s. Fantastic content. If you are a movie lover, you want to check out his channel, believe me. But I'll tell you, Aaron Donald, when you factor in that he's an interior lineman, should have got consideration for the MVP this year. He had 21 sacks for a D tackle. That's unheard of.
I was thinking that when you said that, the year J.J. Watt had, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, he had, I think, 20 sacks, but he also scored 3 offensive touchdowns. I'm like, who does that?
Yeah, but J.J. Watt is a DN. This guy's a D tackle doing that. That's crazy.
True.
I mean, and obviously J.J. Watt has had 2 years with over 20 sacks. He's fantastic. But, obviously you got to go Mahomes. But Donald had a really good year.
He's not going to get it. We know it.
No,
it's going to Mahomes.
Well, I think it did go to Mahomes. They already said it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I
think Mahomes won it. But man. Go ahead.
I have one last quick question for you because Saquon Barkley, our Giants boy, got the Rookie of the Year today. Awesome.
Right.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. If Baker Mayfield plays and starts all 16 games and plays the same way in the first 3 that he did in the other 13, do you think he wins the Rookie of the Year instead?
So you're asking if Mayfield started the season from day one?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he wins Rookie of the Year. I hate admitting that, but I mean, he threw 27 touchdowns in 13 games. Had he started 16 games, he probably would have had at least 32, 33. I don't know how you don't give it to a quarterback who throws 32, 33 touchdowns when the record was 26. And they probably might have made the playoffs. I mean, they tied. Well, he would have only been able to influence 2 games because they won the Jets game when he came in at halftime. Yep. But the game they tied, I think they would have won. So they would have probably been 8. They probably would have won 8-8 and still missed the playoffs. But
yeah,
maybe he wouldn't have thrown. He would have thrown probably 30 touchdowns. I think he would have won it had he started 16. I do. But I mean,
I would just think both guys won it.
I think they both deserved it. I really do. They both played great this year. I'm happy our guy won. Of course, I'm rooting for Saquon Barkley, but I understand the Browns fans feel Baker should have won. They really both should have won. It was incredible this year. The whole rookie class, offense and defense, was out of this world.
Was.
There was so many good defensive players, whether it be Leonard from the Colts, whether it be Chubb. And, of course, Quentin Nelson, offensive lineman. Hogmallers don't get any love. He was unbelievable this year, too. There's so many good rookies this year.
Great year for football. Super Bowl tomorrow. Hope you and Bad Dog have a wonderful show. I'm going to try to check in at least sometime in there before I go out with buddies. But thank you for taking my call, Chris. Great content as always, and you have a wonderful weekend.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for the call. Keep up the good work on your channel, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And we'll be taking the next call. We get to the chat. Mark says, I'm wishing with Eli, but he needed to go 2 years. Yeah, Mark. A lot of people think that. I love Eli. I live and die with Eli, but it's getting down to the nitty gritty. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hello, this is Lucas Milk.
I'm sorry, who is this?
This is Lucas.
Oh, Lucas Milk.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
going
Tomorrow,
on? What's going on, buddy?
Nothing much. Just excited for the game tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be an absolute
game.
blast, man. What's your take on it?
Yeah. It's gonna be a really great game, and if I had $1 million, I would bet it on the Rams.
$1 million? You would bet $1 million on the Rams?
Yep, that's how confident I am.
Sperm Cell, I don't mean to interrupt you. I see Sperm Cell says my mic. I could see that the volume is moving. I know it's not muted. It's just I never look at that at the beginning of the show. So that's why I always forget it. But I can see my mic's not muted. But you're that confident that the Rams are going to win, huh?
Yeah. I've been good at picking Super Bowls lately. In the last 4 Super Bowls, I have never lost in picking.
Well, we're going to see. My heart, my mind actually is telling me pick the Rams because I think they're a better team and I think they match up exceptionally well. But I know the history and I know Belichick and I know Brady. By the way, guys, do not call in while I'm on the phone with somebody. I don't know if people just came in, they don't know that. I'm not going to pick up, so wait until I'm off the phone. But it's so hard to bet against Brady and Belichick. They have such good history in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What are you doing what are you doing for the Super Bowl?
I think I'm just going to watch it on my phone.
Watch it on your Watch it on your phone?
Yeah.
You don't have a
You
TV.
don't have
You
any
don't have.
cable.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you tune in to me and Bad Dog. You hang out with us for a bit.
Oh, yeah. Your stream yesterday was very entertaining.
Oh, God. That stream was a classic. I put it on private because I don't want people that come to my channel thinking it's like that. I want it to be a sports channel. But,
oh, yeah.
But that's why it's almost like if you want to see us do that, you got to see it live. So people maybe more people tune in to see it live. Yeah, I had a blast doing it. It was fantastic, and it was definitely a barrel of laughs. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for calling in, man. And what you going to say something? I'm sorry.
Oh, are you gonna do that on Fridays?
Every Friday we'll be doing it. We'll be alternating channels. Next Friday's gonna be on Bad Dogs.
Well then, you can count me in on tuning in and on that.
Well, I hope you continue to tune in to all my content. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a great subscriber. Thank you for calling in, my man.
All right. Bye.
All right, buddy. These vids, a lot happened. I wish you got to see it because it was crazy. Mark, we all hate Boston, Mark. I love the people, but what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you so much for calling in.
Hello, can you hear me?
I'm sorry?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who's this?
Cool, man. It's Steve from England.
England! I'm getting a call from England. I'm sorry. Who is this?
It's Steve from England.
Oh, Steve, what's going on, buddy?
All good, mate. Just looking forward to tomorrow's game.
I love your accent. I pictured, obviously this type accent, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Fair enough.
But no, I love Stephen Lilly. He tunes into all my videos, comes to all my streams. Huge Giants fan, and I think I got you into Knicks basketball a little bit.
I'm hoping that at some point in the future that I get to actually watch a Knicks game because I never televise them over here. I keep looking and seeing, but we've just got a new channel TV called USA Sports, so hopefully they'll be on there soon.
Yeah, I know you're not a baseball guy, but maybe I'll get you slightly interested in baseball.
I don't know. We'll see. Only if I need some sleep.
Yeah. So what did you think about what did you think about Barkley winning Rookie of the Year?
I think it's great, and I think that even if Baker Mayfield had started them games, Barkley would still win it, because at the first few games, Barkley wasn't really used. They hardly give him any carries, so he would have put up even bigger stats than what he got.
That's a great point. That is a great point, because the offensive line was not gelling at all at the beginning of the year. And by the way, I just realized, and somebody in the chat said it, it's 4 a.m. by you right now.
Yeah, man, I just stayed up just to watch your thing, because I'm getting into the pattern for the Super Bowl tomorrow.
You are such a good subscriber. You really are, man. This man is up at 4 a.m. hanging out with us. Unbelievable stuff. I love Stephen Lilly. How did you find my channel, by the way?
I just typed in New York Giants and started watching it from, I don't know, last September or something, or even earlier than that.
Yeah, you've been with me the majority of the football season. So you just typed it in the search and I popped up. I'm always curious.
Yeah, no.
But who? I know you're a huge Eli guy. What do you want to see happen in this year's draft?
Honestly, I want the New York Giants to give LT a personal coaching role and pick Josh Allen and turn him into a beast, and then hold off for a season for a new QB, and then have a look at who comes in for the next season, not this one.
I would love Josh Allen. I just don't think he's going to be there. But I would love it.
Honestly, I think he might be, because I think if a couple of teams trade up and some of the other guys come along, he might be there for the 6th pick. We'll see, but I don't know.
I could see him. The thing is this. I could see him dropping to probably 4th, but I can't see him falling to 6th. I mean, I don't think the Jets are going to take him, because he doesn't fit their defense. He's a 3-4 outside linebacker. They're a 4-3 defense. So if he drops to 3, unless the Jets trade down, I think he'll get to 4. But I don't think he'll get past the Raiders, because the Raiders obviously need to fill in the void for Khalil Mack.
Maybe, but the Raiders coach is a freaking nutcase, so you never know who's going to pick.
Good point. Very good point. Very good point there. But Steven, man, I got to tell you, man, you have just become, you're definitely my top 3 subs, man. Staying up till 4 a.m. in England to give me a call on the show. You must be so jacked up for this Super Bowl.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that Sean McVay is going to become like the new sort of Bill Belichick tomorrow. So let's see him outscore Bill Belichick. It's going to be a good game.
What a good story that would be for him to I mean, obviously I'm not rooting for it, but it would be a cool story for Brady and Belichick to be able to close out their careers winning against the same team they beat the first time that they won the Super Bowl.
It'd be interesting. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to let you take some more calls, and hopefully I'll get to chat to you again tomorrow around Super Bowl time.
Yeah, man, you are the best. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be taking calls for the Knicks show at 12 to 2, but for the football show, it's going to be me and Bad Dog, so I won't be able to take calls. But Monday I'll be taking calls.
Okay, well, I'll probably start from the text on Monday then.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for calling in, buddy, and enjoy the game.
And you, buddy. See you tomorrow, on Monday.
All right, my man. And let's go. You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Entertainah.
Before you talk, I don't mean to cut you off. I just got a super chat. I just want to address that. Bobby, what's going on? Bobby, of course, always has the Andy Reid jokes. He says, let's go Patriots. He's at the game. He's going to be at the game in 20 hours. Well, obviously, you're going to get there early. So, 16 hours, he's going to be at the Super Bowl. He's got to be jacked up. But go ahead. What's going on?
So, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Who is this?
And I found your channel.
Who
and shout out to Sexy Goat. Shout out to Sexy Goat.
I'm just
You're
curious.
the man, bro.
I always want to know who's talking to me. Which one of my subscribers? Who is it?
Oh, Victor.
Victor Jimenez, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man? Big Cowboys fan in the house. What's up, my man?
Yeah. Oh, nothing much. Congrats on Barkley.
Yeah, he deserved it. I think even you would admit. All right, I'm going to ask you as a Cowboys fan. I want you to be completely honest. Who's a better running back? Him or Elliott?
Dude, it's got to be Zeke.
Come on, man.
Dude.
Tell me why.
He hurdles better. He moves better. His burst is better.
Oh, come on.
The dude is stronger.
I'll give you stronger. I'll tell you, Barkley's pretty damn strong.
Okay, his legs, Barkley's legs are, his quads, holy shit.
Well,
sorry for swearing.
Barkley,
damn.
Barkley had as many bench press reps as most offensive linemen in the combine. He's a beast. I'll give
He's
you
impressive.
the one thing I'll say about Elliott that I always say. I don't think there's a better short yardage runner in the NFL. Like, I always feel like when the Giants bottle him up for 1 yard, he gets 3. So I'll give him,
he goes forward.
Yeah, I'll give him
every
that.
time.
Yeah, I'll give him that. But in terms of an all-around back, I think you got to go Barkley. He's so special. That's not a knock on Zeke. Zeke's one of the top 3 or 4 backs in the league, but I mean Barkley's just another talent. I think. I mean, I'm obviously a Giants fan, but
well, I think next season you got to watch both of them. Just see how if they progress, regress, and
yeah. And what do you want? Now you guys obviously don't have a first round pick, but what are you looking for in the draft for your Cowboys?
Man, it's like, well, after that playoff loss, I didn't know where to begin because our defense looked depleted, our offense looked,
And by the way, Jeffrey Abbey,
they didn't have no fire.
Jeffrey Abbey brought up a great point about Zeke, and he's giving him credit. He's a Giants fan, and he's absolutely right because he was known for that when he came into the league. Zeke is the better blocker. Zeke is a great blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great blocker. But yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I gotta say offensive lineman.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
linemen.
thing because your offensive line, even though it's still pretty good, it's not near what it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, man. Connor Williams, I feel like he was really the weak link, and Travis Frederick going down.
Yeah, that was big at the beginning of the year. Travis Frederick is arguably your best. Now, let me ask you this one, because I always ponder this, because I say back in the 2014 draft, I think if Gettleman was RGM then, and Odell, but obviously I'm not going to complain with Odell Beckham, but I think Zach Martin would be a Giant. As a Cowboys fan, if I would have told you the Giants are taking Martin and you'll get Beckham, would you have preferred that to getting Zach Martin?
Nah, I gotta take Zach.
I agree with you.
Zach is slept on.
I agree with you.
He's slept on, man.
No, I agree with you.
That's the best guard in the league.
I agree with you.
Best guard.
I think as great as Beckham is, and he's great, I think having an all-world offensive guard like that is more important. I do, and that's just my mindset. I think the offensive line is so important, and that's not a knock on Beckham. I mean, you're talking about the best guard in football, so I agree. But I mean, obviously I'm happy with Beckham, but I always like to ask Cowboys that question. Cowboys fans.
Yeah, it's just our identity. It's just offensive linemen and running backs.
Yeah,
we like to run the ball. But
well, I want the Giants to get that identity. I want the Giants to become that ground and pound team. I kind of want them to copy your blueprint.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's how it is. Well, I don't know. It's the old school. It's the old school type of football that it'll never die, no matter what. I know everybody wants to talk about the new, Kansas City Chiefs, LA Rams, but old school will never die. You know what I'm saying?
Offensive line and pounding the rock, man. That's what I love. That's what I want in my football team. There's no doubt about it, especially the NFC East. You know that. But I want to let you go because I'm sure I got people trying to call in. But thank you for being a great subscriber. Thank you for calling in. Thank you. You're very knowledgeable. Thank you for bringing some value to the show.
Word. Thank you.
All right, my man. Thank you. Have a good one. Enjoy the game tomorrow, by the way. What's going on, Sanchez? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Next on the line, you're on Live with the Entertainah. Thank you so much for calling in.
What's up? It's Mustard Bus.
Love Mustard Bus. What's going on, my man? Big Carolina Panthers fan. Of course, I was on his channel a couple of days ago. What's up, my man?
Not a lot. I was about to ask, are you sick of me yet?
Am I sick of you? How could I ever get sick of you? You're amazing. Are you kidding me? Not sick of you. What's going on?
I love it.
What's going on, my man? By the way, I didn't see the whole video yet, but I caught about half of it. I was at work today. The new video you came out with the
our Super Bowl video.
Yeah. I got to watch the rest of it hopefully tonight. But so what's going on, my
I'd
man?
like to think it's funny.
Oh,
not a lot. Hope you don't hang up on me immediately, but I was rooting for Phillip Lindsay to win Rookie of the Year.
No, I mean, Do you honestly?
I'm not upset that Barkley won it, but I wanted the undrafted guy to win it.
But you can't honestly tell me you think he deserved it.
I honestly think it could have been either one. I think Lindsey tore it up. I think Saquon. I'm not going to say Saquon didn't deserve it. I think you could probably name 4 or 5 guys that deserved it.
I would put Lindsey.
But I love the undrafted guys that just come out of nowhere.
I'd put Lindsey 4th. I'd put him 4th for Rookie of the Year. I'd have Barkley and Mayfield would be like 1 and 1A, but I'd slightly Barkley 1, Mayfield 2, Quentin Nelson 3, and then I'd have Lindsey.
Okay.
4, and then I'd have Lindsey 4.
I can't hate on that.
Yeah, that would be my order. And I get that everybody's rooting for the undrafted guy if you're not a Giants fan, but
yeah, I love Saquon. I would. The other point I wanted to bring up, you were talking about Saquon versus Zeke.
Right.
I think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league, not named Todd Gurley.
I love Christian McCaffrey. I don't think he's that good, though. I love him. All right, if Le'Veon Bell comes back healthy next year, I got to have Bell ahead of him. Obviously, I'm taking Barkley ahead of him. I'm taking Zeke ahead of him.
Okay.
I'm taking Gurley ahead of him. And then he's in that conversation after that. Kamara, him.
Okay. If you're judging him as a pure running back, then yeah, like he's not top 5, but it's more about his all-around yards.
He's borderline top 5. He's in that range.
Yeah.
He's definitely a top 7.
Yeah.
You could also say Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon kind of did it quietly, but he was up there.
Yeah. But we'll see, man.
And Kareem Hunt, if he wasn't an idiot.
Kareem Hunt's another good one. He plays in a good system, but he's a good running back. But obviously, you're not going to say that now. We don't even know if he's going to play next year.
Yeah, plus Damian Williams came in and they didn't lose much of a beat.
Right. But give me your final score on tomorrow's game, my man.
I'm rolling with the Patriots. I honestly don't care who wins. I love Brady's dominance. I love the Patriots, what they do, but I wouldn't mind seeing someone new win it. So I'm going to say the Patriots win 33-27.
All right, so that's a good game. Interesting. That's all I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for the Rams, but I want it to be a good game. By the way, I see
Absolutely.
8 Camel Toes just popped in. Good video make over there. Go check out his channel. Sub him up.
Yep.
But,
I'm subbed at Camel Toes.
Oh, I know you are. And sub up Mustabus. Love him too. Thank you so much for calling in, man. I'm gonna get to the next guy, but
Absolutely, man.
Thank you for your continued support of the channel, and I'll continue to shout you out, my man.
Oh yeah, thanks, dude.
You got it, my
Later.
man. Enjoy the game. Delano says, "Let's go Rams." That's right, Delano. Let's go Rams. Stand up, LA Rams. What's going on, David from Colorado? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Gangrene, are you kidding me? Don't apologize for being late. We are waiting for the next caller. It's 11:03 Saturday. It's been a good show so far. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Just reading the chat here. What did you win? Oh, yeah, you did win Gold Quan. Next on the line, you're on Live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on? Who's this?
Crazy Dog. What's up?
Crazy Dog, another YouTuber calling in. Big Browns fan. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. Just called in real quick to congratulate Saquon Barkley on winning Rookie of the Year, and to say that I am not salty whatsoever.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's a
Barkley
class.
balled out. I gotta admit it. Barkley balled out.
That's a class move coming from a Browns fan, because of course, I mean, most Browns fans are probably upset today. Baker Mayfield, but I think I'm being completely honest. When I did my prediction video, I said they both deserved it. I mean, it was literally. If you go back and look at the course of history over the last 20 years, you could make an argument that either one of them could have won any one of those years. That's how good their rookie seasons were. And it's just a shame that they both happen to be rookies in the same year.
Yeah. Honestly, I would have been mad if, they were both, Rookie of the Year. Like, we had a co-Rookie of the Year. But one had to win it. It was Barkley. I'm not mad. I think these two guys will be battling for awards for the entire career.
Oh, yeah, no, I think both of them are definitely going to be in contention for MVPs in the future. I love Baker Mayfield. I always say that. I'm not shy to say it. I love everything about him. I think your Browns made the right choice. He's the complete package, and I love Saquon Barkley. I love both of them, and this is probably the best draft. I mean, I'd have to go back and look, and you're not even factoring in the quarterbacks who haven't progressed yet, who probably will. Sam Darnold's going to get better. Josh Rosen's going to get better. Josh Allen's going to get better. But those guys, not even counting them, there were so many stars in this draft. Like, this draft was out of control. How many good players came from it?
Oh, yeah. This draft is insane.
Yeah, just a great year for rookies, whether it be Quentin Nelson, Denzel Ward, Bradley Chubb. I mean, you go down the list. I mean, so many big players, so many big talents. Chubb, your running back, Nick Chubb. Sony Michel on the Patriots. So many good rookies in this year's draft.
And the funniest part about it was both the Browns and the Giants were laughed at for making our picks. And now look, now we got two of the best players at their positions.
Well, that's that you're absolutely right. And I actually said that in my previous video as well. It's ironic that the Browns were getting laughed at for taking Mayfield. The Giants were getting laughed at. Nobody's laughing anymore. Nobody's laughing anymore. And you're still going to have people that say that the Giants made the wrong choice because you're going to be paying Barkley a mega bucks. You're going to be paying him quarterback money. But I do not feel bad at all. I was happy when they took him. I still am.
Oh yeah.
But
I would take Baker all day long.
Oh, Baker was the right choice. I knew he was the right choice when you took him. But real quick, what's your prediction for the game tomorrow?
I'm gonna say Patriots win. I think it'll be close. I still say 35-28 around there. I think might even go to overtime, and that's where Brady does his thing.
So you're saying a game around that 60-point area, total points, and within a touchdown. I agree. I think it's going to be in that range, high 20s, low 30s, close game. That's what I see too. I think it's going to be a really fun game, and I can't wait to watch it with you, my man.
It's going to be fun. I'll be streaming, but I'll be popping in your guys' stream every now and then.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. Do what you got to do, man. Try to grow up that channel, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting close to 1K.
All right, so crazy. How many subs you got?
About maybe I think a little over 850.
All right, I'm gonna have you. I'm doing this new thing. I don't know if you saw it. I had one giant rebuttal on. I have a couple of guys lined up, but in the coming weeks, I'm gonna try to make this a regular thing where I have a YouTuber on once a week to try to help out their channel. Get them some exposure. So, eventually, I don't know when, but I'll definitely have you on the channel.
Sounds good.
All right, my man. What were you gonna say?
No, I said we can make arrangements for that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Of course, man. Thank you so much for calling in, and enjoy the game tomorrow, my man.
Same to you.
All right, buddy. Willie Mack says, let's not jump the gun. All these... Oh, by the way, Willie Mack, new to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in the stream. I've just been focused on the callers, but thank you for tuning in. Chuck Sharp, that's because you're hilarious. The Honey Jack will be out tomorrow. Great rookie campaigns, absolutely. Best rookie year I can remember. Overall. Jill Appleberry's back. We're waiting for the next caller. I'll talk to the chat a little bit. We're waiting on the sexy goat, by the way. Last Jedi. Call in. All right, next call. You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you so much for calling in.
What's going on, Entertainah? It's Delano. First time caller, long time listener.
Yeah, Delano. I love you, man. What's up, man?
Not much, but I just wanted to reiterate. Remember in week 8, you were streaming the game. I can't remember. I think it was Tennessee. We were playing.
Yeah, that was it was Tennessee. Tennessee was more like week 12 or 13. It was later in the season. Yeah.
But it was a game that I remember in the week 8. I said Saquon Barkley would be Rookie of the Year.
Good call.
And you said that you thought it would be Baker Mayfield, and it was in the chat. I just called to say, I told you so. I told you so.
And by the way, I'm going to respond to everybody's comments today. I was at work, and I had to get on the show. I always try to make it a point to respond to everybody's comments, and I saw you commented that. And I'll tell you right now, I couldn't be happier that you were right. Saquon Barkley deserved it. I mean, the way he played the second half of the season was just, the whole season, but specifically the second half was just ridiculous. And you can even point, you look at the opponents that he did it against. The Chicago Bears. That team didn't they were giving up like 70 yards a game on the ground total. And he ran for $130 on them. Saquon Barkley is just, I'm so happy we took this guy, Delano. So happy.
And then look at what with our offensive line still needing so much improvement, he was still able to do what he did. I mean, again, and don't get me wrong, I think this, if there was any year that there should have been a co-rookie of the year, it would have been this one. Baker Mayfield came in week 3 or week 4.
Yeah, week 3. Yeah, week 3.
And ever since then he's balled out. So I mean, I'm taking nothing off the table for this guy. He was phenomenal. I think definitely MVP candidate in the later years. I think him and Saquon will end up.
I was gonna say I think both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll end up competing for that too. But yeah, I'm so thrilled. I mean, you know, I've been such a fan of his since him being at Penn State and knowing that he was actually from New York and, you know, also a Giants fan too. So I'm hoping that we can complete that and get Dwayne Haskins in the draft.
How cool of a story would that be? How cool of a story would that be if we got it? I mean, I know a lot of people, some people like asking, some people don't. But how cool of a story would it be to have two guys who grew up Giants fans as the quarterback and the running back? Such a cool story. Really.
And then to be able to say that they led us to another Super Bowl or something like that. That would be the narrative for all time. I mean, as a fan, you can't help but love something like that.
Yeah, it would be incredible. And I know you're a Knicks fan. I want to get your take real quick. But, of course, I think you probably know. I said in the video, I'm going to have Sim on the channel tomorrow for 2 hours. We're going to have a special Knicks show. But I want to get your take on, real quick, on the Porzingis thing. I know now that you've had a couple of days, it's, you know, you've been able to, you know, breathe a little bit. What's your take?
Yeah.
What's your take on the Porzingis trade?
I'll be honest. I had two takes. The initial one was anger because I felt like, you know, again, we've been such an inept organization for so long at the hands of Dolan, making all kinds of bad moves. First off, I felt like, you know, he's the one that pushed Donnie Walsh out the door while Donnie Walsh was actually cleaning house and making all the right moves to get us set up for 2010.
Right.
And he was doing this since 2007, 2008. So I felt like from, you know, that point on, Dolan has done everything to make us look bad. Just hiring the Phil Jackson, to even, you know, Scott Perry, who I felt, you know, I'm still questioning him because of where he came from before he got to the Knicks. He was with Sacramento, and Sacramento was doing nothing but making all kinds of wrong picks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I mean, for me, I've always, you know, the first thing I thought was anger. But, you know, taking a couple hours, you know, to really look at it, the one thing I wanted was Hardaway Jr. gone, Courtney Lee gone, so we could clear up some cap space. I felt like we had a logjam at point guard, so Trey Burke, you know, had to be the odd man out.
Right.
And I was okay with that.
Oh, Trey Burke wasn't part of the future. He wasn't part of the future.
So just looking at it from that angle, yeah, it was the right move. We got 2 future draft picks in it,
and
so
70,
I mean,
and $75
you know,
million in cap space doesn't hurt either.
Yeah, and then we're still going to be able to get not Porzingis, Ennis Cancer off the books.
Right.
So, you know, I'm looking at it from this point going forward. We might be able to retain, maybe not, DeAndre Jordan. He's a defensive, you know, center. So imagining him and then Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench for him next year, that would be, you know, a promising thing as far as you're not going to get easy baskets on us. Yeah. Retaining maybe Vonleh, but I mean, all this stuff, you know, clearing up that cap space, we'll just have to see what happens in the summertime because we're saying all these things about we're trying to get Durant and, you know, maybe 2 max guys and all. We still have the roster to fill out. So
yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I can't fully judge this trade until after the summer. I got to see what they do with that max money, if they make a mistake or not. If they sign the right guys, it's a good trade. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Absolutely. And again, like I said, you know, the sad thing is I think our, as fans, our dislike of the moves that Phil Jackson made in regards to, one, your desire to want to see a triangle offense run, but you're not doing it as a coach. You're doing it from the front office.
Right.
So you didn't even make the right hire of a coach when you could have got somebody else. You wanted Derek Fisher because he was a lackey.
Well, I mean,
Then
originally he wanted Kerr, and then obviously Kerr went to Golden State, and then exactly what you said about Fisher.
And then you turned around and you got Jeff Hornacek, who was already a proven loser because he didn't do anything in Phoenix.
Right.
So you're getting guys that basically, honestly, it looked like sabotage. It looked like, and I've said that before, as a conspiracy theorist, I felt like it was sabotage.
You're a conspiracy.
From a guy.
You're into the conspiracy theories.
A little bit, just at certain aspects of it. You know what I mean? Like some things I look at it and it's like, okay, that move didn't make sense,
right?
Unless you were trying to do something, on purpose. So I felt like in that regard, yeah, it looked like sabotage. It looked like I'm doing everything I can because, first off, he turned down the deal. How many times did he turn down the deal before he got the job because you threw a boatload of money at him?
Right. Yeah, I got to tell you, Delano, you are a fantastic caller. This has been a great call. Talking, Giants basketball is great. I hope you call back in again. I got to let you go because I got to get more people in. But I hope you enjoy the game. I just want to say, it doesn't go unnoticed. I really appreciate your continued support of my channel. And thank you for being a great subscriber.
Hey man, much love to you, man. And I'm another thing that is gonna sound crazy like I said, that's a conspiracy theorist part of me. I think the Rams actually get their revenge tomorrow, the same way that the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl in 2002. The Rams might mess around and end up getting the same type of win by a field goal in the last 12 seconds of the game.
I like that. Delano's coming up with a good ending there. A reverse effect, a butterfly effect. I like that. I'm gonna go with that too, Delano. You know what? I'm changing my pick. I'm going with Delano. I'm going with the Rams by 3.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, my man. Thank you for calling in.
All right. 1.
All right. And getting late. Stuck in the 80s. Going to bed. Stuck in the 80s. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for being a part of the stream. Everybody, I'm sorry if other people said goodnight and I missed it. Have a great night. Kevo's in the chat. What's going on? Sub up Kevo. He's got a channel over there. He's working real hard with the streams. Check him out. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I've been your biggest fan.
Who's this?
The Red Wolf.
I'm sorry?
The Red Wolf.
Wolf? You said Wolf? I could barely hear you.
It's the Red Wolf.
What's going on, man? Thank you for calling in. What's up? What do you want to talk about?
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about, man. Nothing to be sorry about. It's all right. You call back in when you're ready. I'm a St. John's fan, if that's what you're asking. I'm a big St. John's fan. Duke beat us today. But I expected that. But yeah, just waiting to, Delano, we're both St. John's fans. We talk about them all the time. And they were going pretty tight with Duke. I think in the first half. I didn't get to see the final score. I know they were down by 10 at the half. And I know Duke won. I was at work. But I'm waiting for the next call here. It's 11:18. Scott Thomas, go ahead, man. Go ahead. The lines are open. And once again, sub up Kevo. He always shouts me out. I'm going to shout him out. He's working real hard over there. He's a Knicks fan. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Oh, this is Zachary, but my account is Jill, but...
Jill, yeah, Jill Appleberry. Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, so, man, I'm still thinking, why did the Knicks trade Porzingis? I mean, Vinny, come on.
Well, I mean, and you know, if you watch my video, you know I was upset. And I'm still upset. I love Porzingis. But,
yeah, I mean, Porzingis is great.
By what the reports say, Porzingis forced their hand. I mean, and who knows if it's accurate, because now we're getting conflicting reports coming out saying that he didn't. But who knows what's true. But if he did force their hand and he said, I want out, I mean, the Knicks don't have much choice. And the longer you wait, the more his value dips. Because teams know we got to get rid, you know what I'm saying? Like, teams know the Knicks are going to become desperate. So it's almost like the Knicks jumped on it. But who knows what's true? You know, we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the Lakers might get AD too. That would be sick.
Well, not for the Knicks, it wouldn't. I would love AD. I would love AD on the Knicks, But yeah, of course, the Lakers. What I heard, and I was talking to Sim today actually about this, who's going to be on the channel tomorrow, about AD going to Lakers and the rumored trade offer. It was who was it? It was Kuzma. It was Bull. It was Beasley. And
a first-round pick.
And a first-round pick. And that's not enough. That's not even close to enough, in my opinion. I think it's got to be at least 2 firsts because it's going to be a late first. The Lakers are going to be good once they pair LeBron with him. So
exactly.
I want at least 2 or 3 firsts. I don't think that's near enough.
I mean, if Zion ends up falling 6th, the Knicks will take him.
Well, hopefully the Knicks get the first pick.
Suns will probably get the first pick.
I hope not. You're negative there. Knicks got the worst record in basketball right now. They got a good shot at that. I mean, obviously it's only 14% with the new rules, but we'll see how it works. We'll see how.
Me from Arizona, I'm a Cardinals, Suns, D-backs, and Coyotes fan.
Oh, I thought you were a Knicks fan. Oh, okay. So you're a Suns fan. All right. So how do you like Ayton?
He's okay. He's doing good.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of young talent over there. I know you're not doing well this year, but the Suns are close. I feel like if they need one more big player, and they could get good quick.
Yeah, so.
But real quick, I'm going to ask for your Super Bowl prediction. I'm going to get the next caller in here.
My Super Bowl prediction? I got the Rams. I hate the Patriots.
Give me your score real quick. What's the score?
35-34.
35-34. He says take the over. All right, my man. Enjoy the game. I hope to see you tomorrow on the Knicks stream. If not, over on Bad Dog's channel for the football game. Be sure to check him out. Anybody who's not subbed up, Mr. Bad Dog 7676. Link is not in the description, but that's his name, Mr. Bad Dog 7676. I will be over there for the Super Bowl tomorrow, so be sure to check him out.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, all right, my man. Thank you so much for being a great subscriber, and I hope to talk to you in the future.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. And what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey.
Who is this?
This is Angel.
Oh, but before you talk, I just want to say goodnight to Joe Lutz. He says he's got a softball game tomorrow. Well, enjoy the softball game, and I'll see you tomorrow, my man. Thank you for being a great sub. What's going on?
All right. So I want to talk about all the Giants needs, starting from linemen to, slot corner or whatever, okay?
Okay.
So, I believe the Giants should trade up for a quarterback, Dwayne Haskins specifically, and have him and play the Patrick Mahomes project.
All right, buddy. I'm not saying you're wrong. I mean, I understand the Giants fans think they should do that to secure their quarterback. But here's what I'm going to ask you, because this. What are you going to trade up to, the first pick?
At least the second.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. Here's what. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to tell you what the price would be. Last year, when the Jets traded up from 6 to 3, it cost them 3 second-round picks, plus obviously the 6th overall pick. So they swapped first, and then they gave up 3 future seconds. So if you're jumping to 2, and a lot of people think the Jets gave up less than what they should have. So if you're jumping to 2 from 6, it's going to cost you at least that. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to give up 3 second-round picks? That is a lot for a team with a lot of holes. So you're probably giving up more than that. But are you willing to give up, say, 3 seconds and 2/3? Are you willing to do that?
Not really, because if you look at the past years of our second-round picks, they are studs on our team.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Giants.
Landon Collins, and this year Hernandez.
Landon Collins, Sterling Shepard as well.
Oh, good point. Sterling Shepard, yeah.
Dalvin Tomlinson, he's growing. He's growing.
And it's an early second-round pick. So,
yeah.
That's I wouldn't do that.
And I'm hoping Devin Bush out of Michigan University falls to the second round. I don't know, because I really love him. So if we're not going to take Josh Allen, let's say no Josh Allen, and then just wait until probably a late first or early second, Devin Bush is my guy.
I like Devin Bush. But this is my take with the Giants pick. I'm not trading up in this draft. I don't think, and I like Haskins a lot. I'm rooting for them to take Haskins. Well, it depends who's there, but I'm not going to be upset if they take Haskins with the 6th pick. But I'm not trading up. I'm not trading up for him. It's going to cost too much, and I don't think he's worth trading up for. I don't think he's a generational quarterback. I don't think he's an Andrew Luck. I think he's a good quarterback. I'd like to have him on the Giants. But there's still question marks. You know, as I always say, we know the question marks. But they have too many holes. It's not worth trading up to get a quarterback in this year's draft, in my opinion.
And how many picks do the Giants have in the draft? 11?
They have 11, but 9 of them are between rounds 4 and 7.
Oh.
So they have a first, a second, no third, and then 9 picks from rounds 4 to 7.
And this year's draft is stacked with a lot of offensive linemen. So
And a lot of defense, a lot of good pass rushers.
Yeah. Yes, a lot of good pass rushers.
Yeah.
And those are holes that the Giants need to fill too.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Giants, I'm just sitting there. I'm either going to, if anything, I trade down. If I'm doing one or the other, I trade down. I accumulate picks.
If he's there, then I think trading down is a possibility.
Yeah, if they don't like him. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A team like Miami could trade up. A team like Cincinnati could trade up. 100%. And trading down if they don't want Haskins makes a lot of sense because it fills a lot of holes. I mean, the Patriots have done it for years. You've seen them stack up their team by doing that. But we'll see, man. I'm really looking forward to the draft. And I want to say thank you for calling in. I'm sure we got a couple more people trying to call in, so I want to get them in before I close out the show. But thank you for calling. That was a good call. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, my man.
All right, bye.
Yeah, Need Depp is right. Real New York Giants Mafia. Need Depp is right. Willie Mack says the book is still out on... Yeah, no, exactly, Willie Mack. It's still out on him. We haven't seen enough. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up, Entertainah? It's BK Sports Talk.
BK Sports Talk. And before I go on, Scott Thomas asked me... I don't know if he's asking me, but he's asking me if I sit to pee. Only when I'm really obliterated. But BK Sports Talk, what's up, my man? I know you're an Eagles fan. I know you're a Yankee fan. You're a Spurs fan. And a Rangers fan. So which of those?
Wow, all four.
which of those teams do you want to talk about?
So I want to talk about none of the teams. Well, the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's go.
Like I've never been less excited for the Super Bowl this year. I don't know if it's because my Eagles aren't in it this year, and they were in it last year, and I felt the excitement of it last year. But I feel like I don't really care. The NBA is kind of taking over this weekend, and I'm not hyped for it.
Yeah, well, you're also an Eagle fan, so your team just lost. So it's almost like you're kind of as a Giants fan. I've known we're out of the playoffs for since week 14. So it's I've just been week 12. So it's like I've been just preparing for the playoffs. So you're more still getting over the fact that you lost. So I get that. You know.
Yeah. So, and also it's kind of tainted with the whole Saints Rams thing. If the Rams are to win this, it's kind of tainted.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
But I do want the Patriots to win, only because it makes this actually applies to the Giants too. It makes the Eagles and the Giants look better if the Patriots win, because we were the only team that were able to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I
just want to say, and I'm gonna get back to you. I just want to say good night to Kendra. She said have a good night. But yeah, go ahead. Keep going. What you were saying there.
Yeah, so I have the Patriots at 30-27.
That seems to be a popular in that range score, high 30s, low 20s, about 60 total points, and I think that's a good number. I think that's around where it's going to be, and it could be the team. I think it's going to be. I really do think it's going to be a great game. I really do.
Yeah, I really hope it's a good game, because if it's not a good game, the TV could be going off somewhat early this year. Get to bed for school the next day, but. I just believe it's meant for Brady to get another ring.
Yeah,
and
we'll see.
And Edelman's gonna have a huge game.
I think Edelman. Yeah, I the guy that I really think is gonna have a big game is James White. I keep saying that. If I had to pick a Patriot that's gonna have a big game tomorrow, it's James White. But Edelman can certainly have a big game. I mean, he always can. It really is who the Patriots pick. You know what I'm saying? Because the Patriots, they always they exploit the defense. They find the hole in your defense, and that's the guy they use. So it's hard to predict the Patriots, you know?
Yeah, and I just want to touch on the Knicks Porzingis trade real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
My friends, I live in New York, so a lot of my friends are Knicks fans, and like they don't think it's that bad of a move because like they got it for picks and they got cap space because they think stars are going to come this offseason. But I really think they're going to get second grade stars like you were saying, like Jimmy Butler and DeMarcus Cousins. I really imagine that happening to the Knicks. It seems like a complete Knick move.
If they do that, I don't even want you to look at the video I'll make. I mean, if they do that, I might break my TV. I mean, no joke. Like, that would be the dumbest thing they could ever do. If they spent the money, and I'm not saying I disagree with you. They're fully capable of doing that. We've seen it. If they waste that cap space on those players, they're never going to win a championship. They're never going to win a championship if they do something like that. And I'll be fuming if they spend that money on those players. Fuming.
What do you think about Klay Thompson?
I love him. I think he's one of the most underrated players in basketball because of the team he plays for. He gets overlooked, but he's an unbelievable two-way player. He might be the best defensive two-guard in the sport. And I love Klay Thompson. I would take him in a second. I'd give him a max in a second.
All right. I just want to see that. All right. Have a good night, Entertainah. Great show, by the way.
I appreciate that. Thank you for calling in.
All right. See you.
All right. Have a good night, Wolf. Have a good night, my man. Rogue Dog says, no one's deleting you, Mafia. Just trying to get to the chat here. Last Jedi says, all right, I'm back. Sorry, I went to go get a drink. What are you drinking, Last Jedi? How about you call in and tell me what you're drinking? I want to hear Last Jedi's voice. I think everybody in the chat wants to hear Last Jedi's voice. Cushman, I'm going to give it another 20 minutes. I'll go till 12:15. I'm going to give it another 20 minutes for new callers to call in. Clay's great, Goose. Clay is fantastic. Klay Thompson is a good third. I don't know. I don't think he's a first option, but I think he can be a second option on a championship team. That's all. Okay, let's say I'm not pressuring you. I'm just trying to have fun with you. Scott Thomas, please call in. Please call in. I'd love to talk to you. Sexy Goat's calling in. All right, nobody call in. Because Sexy Goat has been saying he's going to call in for weeks. Maybe he's finally going to do it. Let him call in. Last Jedi, it's all right. I get it. Hopefully the Goat's calling. I'm waiting. The line is open. I'm telling nobody to call in. I'm going to answer the first number that calls in. So I'm hoping it's Sexy Goat. Oh, come on, Sexy Goat. I'll tell you what. If we don't get a call in 2 or 3 minutes, I'll take second-time callers. By 11:35, if we don't get a caller, I'm taking second-time callers. There you go, Scott Thomas. Call in. In the meantime, let's talk. Say something. Let's go. Sexy Goat is he is, Delano. He is. All right, we're getting a caller. I don't know who this is. I'm hoping it's a first-time caller. What's going on? You're on live.
What's up, Entertainah? What you doing?
What's going on? Who is this?
Goose.
Goose! Love Goose. If anybody has not subscribed to Goose76, great guy, really nice guy. He's starting to cook. He cooked my favorite dish, chicken parm, a couple of days ago, and I was getting hungry watching it.
Well, man.
Yeah, but what's going on, my man?
Oh, not much, man. Just trying to get what Jedi and the Goat to call in, right?
Yeah, they got to call in. What are they doing? But is that your dog in the background?
Yeah, I just let him outside. He had a bark at the wind. You know, the wind blew, so you know how dogs are.
Well, are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
Nah, I don't think it was a ghost. No, I don't think so.
That was a great stream when I tuned in when you were talking about ghosts. But but
I might do it next Friday. So who knows?
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll definitely tune in.
The pre-bad dog nonsense.
Yes, that's a good idea. I like that show. I mean, I work, so I'll try to tune in, but I always try to tune in, when I get a chance. But
so you ready for the game tomorrow?
Oh, I'm psyched for the game. I think it's going to be so much fun. Obviously, I don't think me and Bad Dog are going to be able to keep up tons of energy for 7 hours straight. There's going to be some dead time, but I think it's going to be a really fun stream. I think we're going to have a blast.
I got a feeling, man, it's been a while since we had a blowout in the Super Bowl.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout because the Patriots never blow anyone out, and I think
I know they don't.
And I think it's two evenly matched teams.
I just remember in the 80s and the 90s, it was always a blowout.
No, you're right. I remember growing up as a kid. I don't remember how many years it was, but the AFC never won. It was like
they never won.
It was like 15 years straight. Yeah, and then
they never won ever.
And then Denver finally broke the streak with Elway.
Yeah, with Elway. Yeah.
But it was
they played Green Bay.
Because, the 49ers had, they won, the Cowboys won, the NFC just ruled. The Redskins won.
The Redskins won, yeah.
Giants. Yeah.
The Bears.
Yeah. And the AFC never won. You're absolutely right.
It was always a blowout.
Yeah. But,
always.
It's been much closer in recent years. It really has.
Yeah, I think free agency has, kind of ended the blowouts in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's definitely made the sport more competitive, but at the same time, it's gotten rid of, familiarity, right? Because, teams change every year. Half your roster changes every year.
Yeah, because I wish the NBA would do some kind of, hard cap like the NFL does, but I don't think they ever will.
No, I don't think they... I'll tell you, LeBron James came up with the best idea for it, and it'll never happen. Ever. But the best thing that could happen in the NBA is if they lessen the amount of teams. Because there's not enough superstars to go around, and if they shrunk it to 15, 16 teams, then it would be a lot more competitive. But that'll never happen. It's not realistic.
Or maybe if you limit the max contracts you can give out, somehow, but I don't know if that ever happened either. So
yeah, I don't know. I still love the NBA, but it's definitely not. But I will say, even when Jordan played, you knew who was going to win, but it was just much more competitive. It wasn't like a guarantee. Nowadays, it's unless there's injuries, you know who's going to win.
It's a 4-team league. It's the Warriors, it's the Rockets, and before LeBron left, it was Cleveland and Boston. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Goose, man, I want to say thank you for calling in. You're a great guy.
No problem. Yeah, I'll let some other people call or second-time callers.
Yeah, you got a great thing going on over there. Please check out Goose76.
So what you eating tomorrow?
I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna go on Seamless. Do you use Seamless? Do you know what Seamless is?
No.
All right, Seamless is it's popular in the city because there's a lot of places to eat that deliver, and it's basically just an app. You go on there and it's got everything any kind of Mexican restaurant, American, whatever you want, you name it.
Yeah,
and they deliver.
We had the same thing.
Yeah,
it's called Waiter, and it's just the same thing. You order and they'll bring food to you, and you pay by credit card, give a tip, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what I'll look on the Seamless before the game. Probably wins are gonna be too messy, so probably something different. I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. But I'm looking forward to it, man. And my Met banner just fell down. Maybe that's a sign.
I'm hoping to see Buzz Dog and Buzz Chris. That's what I want to see.
I think I'll be a little buzzed. I don't think I'll be drunk, but I'll be buzzed.
After 7 hours, geez, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man.
Yeah, Goose.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in, buddy.
Talk to you later, man.
All right, my man.
All right, bye.
Oh God, Cushman, that's no good. You can't. No, you're not. You're kidding. Yeah, sure. Come on. Go ahead, BK. Alliance football? I don't even know what that is, to be completely honest. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't. Honey barbecue chicken Delano. I gotta have you over. That sounds delicious. Yeah, Sinclair. The basketball coverage will pick up. I'm still gonna maintain the Giants content, but obviously I'm gonna do what's the hot thing. Obviously, around July, late July, it's going to be a lot of football, and obviously free agent coverage for the Knicks and all that. And I'm going to continue, pre-draft for the Giants and post-draft, talking about it. Still having our weekly show with Bad Dog, but as football ends, I'm going to be picking up some basketball content, whether it be free agency for the Knicks, trade rumors, stuff like that. So, yeah, I'll be streaming some playoff games for sure. What's going on, Dylan? Thank you for tuning in the stream, my man. Let's go Mets is right, Kevo. That's right. Tomorrow's National Get Drunk Day, yeah. No, they won't, PK. I think the Mets are going to be decent this year. I really do. All right, you're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. Who's this?
Hey, Chris, it's me again.
Oh, yeah. We'll take second-time callers, man. What's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if
I got to take.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm calling back too early, but
No.
I just
Go ahead.
there was one thing I forgot to mention to you, and it's about Saquon Barkley. This guy has got the killer gene.
Oh.
He's got the fighting gene, and the reason why I say it because I wanted to mention this when I called earlier. Do you know who his fraternal uncle is?
I don't. Not off the top of my head. Who is it?
Okay. Do you? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you might be a little too young to remember. I'm not sure. You tell me. There was once a middleweight fighter named Barkley.
I don't.
Did you ever hear of him?
No.
Yeah, Barkley. He was a middleweight champion at one time. He fought, Marvin Hagler. He fought some of the greats.
Yeah, I know. I know Marvin Hagler. Yeah.
Yeah, but Barkley is Saquon's uncle.
So there you go. So he's got that athletic fighter gene in his. Now let me ask you this. Now that we're talking about Barkley, obviously you've been around for a while. If you're talking about boxers from the '70s, I'm not giving away your age, but
Yeah, no problem. I know I'm old. But go ahead.
You've seen a lot of running backs through your time.
Sure.
Have you seen a more talented back? And I know it's only I know it's only a 1 year sample size.
First of all, let me just say about Saquon. I mean, if the Jets didn't take Darnold last year, I wanted them to take Saquon, but obviously they needed a quarterback in the worst way. But if Mayfield and Darnold would have won 1 and 2, I would have wanted Saquon. I mean, Saquon is an absolute monster. I mean, this kid he's gonna be one of the greats. To me, have I ever seen a better back than Saquon? Like you said, it's very early in his career and so forth. But to me, my favorite back of all time is probably Barry Sanders. He's without a doubt by far my favorite.
He reminds me of Barry Sanders. He's bigger and stronger, but he's a similar running style.
Yes, very much. And unfortunately for Barry, every team, every year, and every squad that the Lions put on the field, were lousy.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, and he always had a terrible offensive line. But I would love to see Saquon, to kind of mirror Barry, but yeah, I mean, yeah, to me, Sanders is the best of all time, in my book.
No, I mean, right now, obviously, I can't say he's better than Sanders, but let's put it this way. I think he has the potential to be better than Sanders.
Absolutely.
Like
Saquon,
that's how special this kid is.
Saquon is an absolute beast.
Yeah, I mean he lived up to everything that people said, and when you watch this guy play, I mean, it's like he is worth the price of admission if you go to a football game just to watch him. I mean, he's that talented. I mean, what he does on a football field, it's like it's really unlike anything I've ever seen. Like in terms of the whole package, like the way he's built, for him to be able to do the things he does, it's like it shouldn't be possible.
Let me ask you something. I don't know the numbers. Obviously, you do. What was? How many yards did Saquon end up with this year?
He had over 1,300 yards rushing, over 2,000 scrimmage yards, which he had the third highest. He led the NFL this year in scrimmage yards, and he had the third most ever for a rookie in a rookie season, behind Edgerrin James, who at the time had an all-world team in Indianapolis. They were like 14-2 that year. Peyton Manning as your quarterback. And Eric Dickerson. I don't know how that Rams team was because I don't go back to that time. But that he was third in all-purpose yards. He broke the record for most catches ever by a rookie running back. He had 15 total touchdowns. Just unbelievable year. Unbelievable.
So you're saying he had? I'm sorry. You said close to 2,000 combined.
Over. He was over 2,000.
Oh, over. So he was roughly what, 700 yards receiving?
Yeah, because he had 1307 rushing. He was like 7, we'll say 10 receiving, in that range.
Okay, yeah, that's a hell of these. This kid's gonna be something special. And I mean, look,
and you got to factor in the offensive line he played behind. They finished, and I don't know if you look at PFF, but really there's no real way to judge an offensive line other than PFF, Pro Football Focus. And the Giants' offensive line this year, they finished graded as the 21st best offensive line in the sport, which still is below average. But the first 8 games, they were the worst. They were I think they were 30th. Before the bye.
Well, wait a minute. Speaking of offensive lines, I don't know if you know the number, but I looked that up about the Jets a couple of days back. The Jets had the 10th highest paid offensive line in the league this past year.
They were horrible. They ranked 25th on PFF.
Yeah. Oh my God. Do you have any idea where the Giants rank on that list or no?
Yeah, 21. Giants were 21.
They were 21th highest paid?
Oh, no. I'm saying they graded as the 21st best.
Oh, but I'm saying...
I don't know in terms of highest paid. I mean, Nate Solder's the highest paid left tackle in the sport. But Hernandez, not making that much. He was a second-round pick. Their other offensive linemen didn't make a lot of money, but Solder makes a lot. They're probably... That's the problem with the Giants over the years. They didn't invest in the offensive line with Jerry Reese. He never signed big-name free agents, ever, to the offensive line.
And what's amazing to me about the Jets, like I said, they had the 10th highest paid line, and they haven't even drafted an offensive lineman in over 3 years.
Yeah, and that's why if I'm a Jets fan, I'm strongly considering taking an offensive lineman this year. If not with that third pick, definitely. Well, you don't have a second-round pick. That's the problem.
Right. Well, that's why I'm hoping maybe they can do a trade down a few spots, maybe pick up a second-round pick, and
you trade down with the Jaguars to get you 3 seconds back, something like that.
Yeah, maybe hopefully do a deal like the Colts did last year with the Jets. Do something like that. That would be nice.
Yeah.
But hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What the heck? I'm not. I don't know if it's a sore subject or not. I don't know. You tell me. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't talk about it. But it has nothing to do with you. But what the heck is going on with this with the bad dog and this? What's the other guy's name? He was in the chat room just
Bad
a little
Dog.
while ago.
I don't think there's any beef with Bad Dog right now. You talking about beef?
Yeah, but not with you and Bad Dog. Bad Dog and the other guy.
You talking about 8 Camel Toes?
That's it.
No, that was more of like a friendly. There's no beef there. They like each other.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that was more just like he was trying to help. They were just showing respect to one another.
Okay. Hey, but you know something? Maybe you should start doing beefs because I'll bet you get a lot more subscribers if you have controversy.
Yeah, I'm not. That's just not my scene. That's not my scene. I'm trying to.
Right.
I'm trying to create a fun, obviously, funny moments, but talk sports.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking around. But if you ever want to start controversy, I'd be more than glad to help you.
All right, my man.
But anyway,
thank you so much for calling in, man, and enjoy the game tomorrow.
All right, you too. Take it easy.
All right, man. And we'll be waiting for the next call here. Jazzy Prince is in the house. What's going on? Sexy Goat says, I'm a lover. Yeah, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I don't get into that. Scott Thomas, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And they weren't fighting either. That was just showing some love to one another. Willie Mack says, you hit the nail on the head. Entertainah. Reese focused on... Exactly. I mean, he never addressed the offensive line. Ever. And when he tried in the draft, he failed. But we'll be going for another 15 minutes here, guys. Sexy Goat, thank you for bringing it back. Yeah, I'll be taking. If you guys want to call in for a second, if you have something reasonable to say, don't just call in and have nothing to say. But if you want to call in and actually talk about something sports, go ahead. It's 11:49. Entertainah versus Ron. I'm not beefing with Ron Effect. I'm not getting into that. But, 11:49, going to be calling the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'll be having the Knicks stream tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. Got an AR-15. Oh, wow, Delano. Where do you think Hump will go next year, Stephen Lilly says? That's a good question. I can see the Jets getting him on a cost-effective deal. I really can. It just seems like a Jet move. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hi, this is Patriots for life. I'm kidding. It's Cushman Baseball.
I was gonna say
anyway.
It's not 720. What's up, my man?
Anyway, I was just gonna ask, with the Super Bowl, I feel like Gronk's gonna have a big game. I don't know. I just feel like he hears there's a lot of rumors about him retiring. Everyone knows, and I feel like he just come together and put it all out there for that makes sense. It's a gut feeling.
I could see Gronk having a good game, but I think it's going to be his last game. I really do. I think he's going to retire after this game. I think the injuries are finally catching up.
Yeah, I do too. Ever since I was completely sold ever since during the AFC championship game when he was crying during the national anthem. After that, I knew he was retiring.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think and a lot of people thought before this year started that it could be that this could be his last game.
Yeah, and some of you even thought last year could have been his last year, especially you heard the trade rumors. He straight up said I would have retired if I got traded.
Yeah, no, yeah, he wanted to start and finish his career with Brady, and I think he's going to.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be his last game as a Patriot.
But I think it's going to be a close game. I have a feeling that the Patriots are going to jump to a lead, but the Rams are going to rally a bit. But I don't know who's going to win yet. I still haven't decided.
I think for the Rams to win this game, they got to get out in front. I think if they're playing catch up, they'll lose. I think they have to get out in front,
right.
And if they do that, they got a good shot. You know, the Rams have to control the pace of the game. If they can do that, they can easily win this game. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think if this game is a blowout, which, again, I don't expect that. I think this is going to be a close game. But if you told me one team is going to blow out the other, I would actually say the Rams will blow out the Patriots.
I would probably agree with that. I don't see, I think that put this way, there's probably a 55% chance that the Patriots win, but there's a 0% chance that they blow them out. I don't see the Patriots just having the firepower to blow out the
Well,
Rams.
I'll tell you though, they blew out the Chargers. I didn't think they'd do that. So we'll see. But I just think it's gonna be a close game if the Patriots win. I think it's gonna be a close game no matter what. But if you told me one team's gonna win by 14 points, I would pick the Rams.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, I also just wanted to ask you. I know it might seem like they're just kind of dumb. I mean, I'm stunned that they're kind of done. But what moves would you want to see the Mets make, if any, at this point?
Gio Gonzalez.
All right, fair enough. That he makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
especially a lot of your starters are injury prone, so it's good to have another guy.
Yeah, I think if the Mets are going to make one more move this offseason, I think a starter makes sense, and I think you could get him on a pretty cost.
I also think if spring training comes around, Jerry Blevins still isn't signed, I could see you picking him back up.
Blevins makes a lot of sense. I mean, he's played with the team. They could use another left-hander in the bullpen.
Any real reliever that still. That's somewhat decent. That still can't find that still doesn't have a team by nearing spring training. By nearing, I mean within 2 days of spring training. I could see you jump on for league minimum.
Yeah, I agree. The Mets are gonna make another move. I don't think it's gonna be a huge move, but I think they're gonna make another move or two. You get another arm in the pen or adding another star. They're gonna do something.
Yeah. I hope my Yankees add another starter because, to be honest, I don't think CC lasts the entire year. in the sense of like not like he gets.
I mean,
hurt
as a
for, like,
Yankee
5
fan,
games and comes back.
you shouldn't.
I don't think he can last as a starter an entire year.
You shouldn't expect
Like,
that.
I think we need to have a plan for him to have like 16 starts, then pitch like maybe like 20 games out of the bullpen. We need to have like a plan like that. I don't think that he is a starter for an entire year. I really think we need to add another starter.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And I'm not even like, I hear some people saying like, oh, like I wouldn't mind Gio Gonzalez, but I'm talking like, but I'm saying like I don't think it would be unnecessary to add a pretty decently big name. I'm not talking like we need to go out and like trade for Corey Kluber, but like one guy I like a lot. I've monitored his career for a while. Robbie Ray of the Diamondbacks. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be nasty, and like he might be available on the trade market, considering the Diamondbacks are tearing it down.
All right, we'll see how it works out. That's not a bad idea that with Robbie Ray. The Diamondbacks seem to be in sell mode. But I'm going to let you go. I'm going to see if we get another couple calls before I call it a night.
All right. I appreciate you having me on.
You got it, my man. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, it's getting close to that time, guys. It's getting close to that time. Do you think Haskins is too big of a risk for Gettleman's after playing so few games? Stephen Lee asks. Well, what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, it's Nelson. Welcome back.
What's up, my man? What do you want to talk about?
Okay, yeah, I was talking about the headlines, American football.
Okay.
So, as I said, there were 8 teams.
Well, that starts the week after the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to say?
So, I was saying that the AF where we have Justin Tuck, Hines Ward, Ford Pomelo, J.K. McKay.
Wait. Justin Tuck.
They're overseen. Yeah, they're overseen. We grab people overseen.
They own the team or they play?
It's a history about it's a new tournament.
No, I know what the league is, but what's Justin Tuck's involvement in the league?
Okay, there are about eight teams now in the 8 cities. Yeah, 8 teams in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta, Birmingham, Memphis, Orlando, Arizona.
No, I know the teams. I know the teams, but you said Justin Tuck's involved in the league. How is he involved?
I mean, yeah, I think they're making. Yeah, Justin Tuck is one of them.
Okay. Okay. All right. Very good stuff, my man. I'm looking forward to the game. I might stream one of those games the first week. We'll see. Something to do. It's the week after the Super Bowl. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to let you go because it's getting late. I want to try to get 1 or 2 more people in.
No.
All right, Nelson. Thank you for being a good sub, my man.
Hands up.
All right, brother.
All right.
I just want to give everybody a chance to talk, guys. That's all. Have a good night, my man. Have a good night. Do you think Haskins is too... What's going on? What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
How's it going, Entertainah?
What's going on? Who's this?
Sam from New Jersey.
Sam from New Jersey. What's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in.
Just want to talk some Giants football, man.
What's up, man? What do you want to talk about?
The draft. What are you thinking here? I think they're gonna screw this up and get a pass rusher.
So you think if they took a pass rusher, let's say Farrell from Clemson,
okay,
you think that would be screwing up the team?
It's a safe pick, but you're not gonna win the Super Bowl with safe picks, man. You really aren't.
Right.
And the
Well,
organization.
I'm assuming based on what you're saying, you want a quarterback no matter what.
I mean, I want a quarterback either round 1 or round 2.
And
Okay?
give me your order. Give me your ranking right now at quarterback before the combine starts. Obviously, if you're going round 1, in my opinion, the realistic guy at 6 is Haskins. But tell me who you like.
I like Haskins first, and then I'm thinking Daniel Jones. I'm not a big Murray fan.
I am
Did you
with
see a
you.
recent interview on Murray?
I am with you 110,000%. Daniel Jones, the tape I've seen on this guy, his pedigree, the offense he plays in, he is second on my board now. I like Daniel Jones a lot. I wouldn't take him 6th overall, though. But if he's there round 2 and they don't take a quarterback round 1, I would take him.
I can easily.
But I'm gonna say this: I don't think Daniel Jones is gonna be there round 2. I think he's going in the first round.
Is there any chance they trade up? I really don't see it, but that would be great.
They're not gonna trade up. I'd be shocked if they trade up. I'd be shocked.
My guess is they go safe with a pass rusher in round 1. Like Farrell's a safe pick because there's no chance he's a bad player. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like Farrell. I like Farrell, but he's not a game changer.
Sean Gary, Devin White, all those guys, they're safe picks.
I like Devin White a lot. Devin White, I'm doing a video on him. I'm hoping to have that up Monday, because Devin White, I think, could be a game changer. I think he's really, really good.
Yeah, I would actually love that pick. I'm done seeing DJ Goodson and Alec Ogletree's okay, but I like year after year we're seeing these bum linebackers trying to make tackles. It's just almost ridiculous. Like, I don't want to, harp on how bad these linebackers are, but I feel like we're always just trying to, scrap and just find linebackers that could just, fill in for 2 weeks and make some tackles. But let's get a good linebacker that will make tackles, make plays, and be here for the long term.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Devin White with that pick. I wouldn't. I mean, as I said earlier, if Haskins is there, I'll be happy if they take Haskins. I'm not trading up for him. I'll take him at 6. If he's not there, it depends who's there. It depends who's there. But White is a good option at 6. There's no doubt about it. I see Meet the Mets came into the chat. What's going on, Meet the Mets? Love Meet the Mets. He's probably going to be on the channel within, I think this week I'm going to have Kid Blue. Next week I'm going to have Meet the Mets on as baseball gets closer. So I'll definitely have
I didn't want to... I felt bad asking about the draft because I know basically every caller is going to ask about that.
No, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Have a good night, Last Jedi. Are you kidding me? The draft. I'll talk draft all night. I'll talk whatever people want to talk about.
I also wanted to bring up how I'm a big Sterling Shepard fan. I just think he's a really underrated player, and he's almost the heart and soul of this Giants team. If you watched his mic'd up that the NFL Films did, it's just incredible. His leadership skills. And you can see some of the blocks he made just on a couple Saquon runs. They're just fantastic. I think he's almost an underrated player that is a low-key, going to be a star in this league. If he gets a quarterback, and he doesn't have the easiest job playing alongside Beckham and Barkley, so it's not like he's going to put up the stats to get noticed. But if you actually watch him play, he plays as hard as anybody on the field, makes the blocks, makes the plays, catches the ball when it comes to him in clutch time. He's just a good player. Fun to watch.
I like Sterling Shepard a lot. There's times where he makes me shake my head, but he's definitely a very talented player, and I'd actually like to see the Giants have the ability to put him in the slot permanently. I think he would really, really take off from the slot if they could put him in there permanently.
I agree with that statement. Do you think they'll sign a veteran receiver in free agency? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, what I've heard is
I like Latimer.
Yeah, I heard the guy from Carolina. What's his name?
Funchess.
Funchess. Yeah, I heard Funchess.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And he makes sense.
Gettleman
I was
gonna
say because of Gettleman, and he's tall, isn't he? I think he's 6'3".
Yeah, he's a big guy. He might bail Eli out with a couple of those bad throws.
Yeah, that's the type of receiver we kind of need. So if it's a cost-effective deal, I think Funchess would actually be a nice pickup in free agency if you get him on a.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah,
and I could definitely see Carolina let him go with. They got a couple young receivers that they've been drafting over the years, so I wouldn't be surprised at them letting him go. They got DJ Moore, that Deebo Samuel kid, so I could definitely see the Giants maybe making an offer, but I wouldn't pay too much for him.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna let you go because I only got a couple more minutes, but I gotta say, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Sam.
Sam, is that your name on YouTube?
I write for a football podcast. It's a website too. I'm 16. I just write for the Giants and follow them daily.
I gotta say, man.
Big fan of yours.
I really appreciate it. I gotta say, man, you know your stuff, man. You were a great caller.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Anytime you want to call in or even come on the show, you're more than welcome to.
I appreciate that. I'll definitely take you up on that offer. Love to talk to you again.
You got it, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
Have a nice night.
Have a good one. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to see what we got here. Somebody said something. Big Blue asked me about Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. The more I see this kid, the more I like him. And I don't think he's being talked about enough. But I don't think I could take him at 6. If the Giants traded down, if they traded down to 15 with the Redskins, for example, which they wouldn't do, but if they traded down to a mid-first round area, I would consider Daniel Jones there. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up, Entertainah? This is Dylan.
What's going on, Dylan? What's going on, my man? What do you want to talk about?
Nothing really. I would say if you were the general manager for the Giants right now, what moves would you make?
Okay. If I was the general manager for the Giants right now, and it all depends on all right, I'm going to give you a hypothetical. If with the 6th overall selection I get Devin White, and there's no way I could know this before free agency, but if I go into the draft thinking I'm going to take Devin White with the 6th pick, let's just say that. I'm cutting Alec Ogletree, right out of the gate. I'm going to save my $7 million there. I'm cutting Alec Ogletree. I've already made the other cuts that we knew they were going to make with Bowen and Stewart. I'm gonna force Eli to take a pay cut. I'm gonna say you're either taking a pay cut or we're gonna release you. And I think Eli will take the pay cut. I'm gonna get him down to about $14 million, $15 million. So that's gonna save me another 10 there. I'm gonna save 7 from Ogletree. That's 17. Plus the 4 I've already saved with the Barwin cut and the Stewart cut. So that's 21 in savings. That's going to give me about $40 million to spend in free agency. So
yeah, that's amazing.
That's why I think the Devin White selection makes sense if you cut Ogletree. And I think it's a perfect fit if they don't take a quarterback. And that is what my goal would be, to get about $40 million in cap space for free agency. Because then I could go out there and I could get some impact players. I could get Williams, the right tackle. I could then spend some money, get an impact pass rusher. So if I got $40 million to spend, of course, I think I'm going to be bringing back Jalapeno, and I think I'm going to be bringing back Brown. So that I'm probably going to spend about $13 to $15 million on the offensive line, but that still leaves me $25 million to spend. And now I could go out and I could look at a guy like a D Ford. I could look at guys like that. So that would be my approach. I try to get $40 to $45 million freed up.
Yeah, that's a good move. Yep.
You know. But what else you want to talk about?
All right. Do you think that the Knicks trade? Can we go to the Knicks, or are we only on the Giants here?
Yeah, I just want to say Sam Kirk. So there he is, Sam Kirk. I'm telling you right now, man. I want to have you on the show because I can tell you know your stuff. I think it would make for a great Giants show. So I don't know if you want to come on video, but maybe as a caller for like a 20-minute segment, whatever. But definitely want to have you on the show. But go ahead.
All right, cool.
And Sam, drop your email in the comments after. But go ahead with the Knicks. Go ahead with the Knicks.
All right, so you traded Porzingis. You traded Tim Hardaway Jr., had an awful contract. You traded Courtney Lee, who also had an awful contract.
Right.
And you get DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, Dennis Smith. All right, so you have all that cap room with, I think, you get 2 max slots, I believe.
Yeah, I'll break down the trade for you real quick. They traded. They got rid of everybody you just said. Hardaway. They got rid of the 2 worst contracts on the team, Lee and Hardaway. Porzingis is gone. The Knicks now have $75 million to spend. Hypothetically speaking, Kyrie and Durant would cost $70 million. So they're going to take up all the cap space of what you have. The one potential move they could make that I think is interesting would be to try to acquire Anthony Davis. To do that, you have to give up this year's first and more, obviously. But if you are, let's just say, because me and Sim were talking about this, the guy that's going to be on my channel tomorrow to talk Knicks. If you were to acquire Anthony Davis, but you traded away Frank, who cost, I think he's making about $5 million a year. Knox makes about $7 million. Basically, if you were able to get rid of about $20 million off of next year's cap in that trade and acquired Anthony Davis, you'd then have enough money to bring in 2 other maxes with Anthony Davis. So that is an approach the Knicks could potentially take. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's something to think about.
Yeah, that would be huge.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But good caller, man. That was good. Good caller. We talked some good stuff there. The Giants cap. But yeah.
Yeah, that'll be quick.
All right, my man. Thank you.
I'll be interested in the offseason.
Yeah, my man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. I look forward to talking to you in the future.
All right, thank you. Anytime.
All right, brother. Yeah, Willie Mack. Right now, I did a video on this. I don't know if you've seen it, Willie Mack. I did a video breaking down the cap. Right now, they got about 25, 26 million. But that's not factoring in the rookie contracts that you're going to be bringing in, which is going to be about 10 million. That's not factoring in the franchise tag on Landon Collins, which is going to be 11. So that right there, that's 21 million. So they're going to have to do things. They're going to have to make cuts. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really have 26. But they can do things to open up that cap space. Yeah, Steven, that's the problem. Everything's ifs and nuts, candies and butts. You don't know. Eli will take a cut. Dylan, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. He says, cool, good talk. Yeah, man. Anytime you want to call in, please do so. Great caller. Steven, so as you know, I know nothing about basketball, so can you tell me what Anthony Davis would want? Why Anthony Davis? I mean, the only way any of these superstars are going to want to go to the Knicks is if the Knicks could sell them. They're going to have to tell them, listen, depending on what route they go. The thing is, if they get Anthony Davis, they're not going to have a draft pick. They're going to have to trade Zion Williamson or whatever pick they're going to get him. So they're not going to have that in their back pocket. But if they could come up with a plan and say, listen, if we could free up this much money in this trade, we're now going to be able to bring in 2 other max guys. We're going to bring you in, and then we're going to be able to go after a guy like Durant. We're going to be able to go after a guy like a Klay Thompson, a Kyrie Irving. Next year, I think Bradley Beal's a free agent. If they could say, we're going to be able to free up enough money to also bring in 2 other guys, that's what they could sell them on. Because that's the only way AD's coming here, unless it's free agency in 2 years. Sexy Goat's tuning out? All right, I didn't see that. Yeah, Sexy Goat, thank you so much for tuning in. Sexy Goat always tunes in. I do appreciate that. I hope I get to talk to you soon, Sexy Goat. Pels have counter offer 2 first rounds for AD. You talking to me? 2 first rounds for AD? Do it in a second. He's too good of a talent. And $25 million, you're getting a max player for the next, well, it would be 2 years, but no, 1 year. Then he's going to make 40. But it gives you enough room if you can maneuver things to potentially bring in 2 maxes with them. So that's the key. The cap's going to be $109 million, but then, of course, you get the mid-level exceptions and all that. So if he makes 25, 2 maxes is going to cost you about 70. So that'll be 95 of the 109, but then, you fill out the roster with rookies and cheap deals. That's what makes it somewhat interesting. Can I see it happening? I can see anything happening. If you would have told me they were going to trade Porzingis, 3 days ago, whenever they traded him, I would have called you a lunatic. So I would say bringing in AD is just as likely as them trading KP. Yeah, we'll talk about it, Cushman, for sure. But yeah, guys, anything you want to type in the chat. If I'm not getting callers, I'll talk to you guys for another. I'll go to 12. I'll go to 12:30, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta rest. I'm gonna be on with Sim at 12 o'clock. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris? It's Brandon.
Brandon, Brandon Rogers?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, Chris? How are you, bro? Just got back from a basketball tournament all day. So.
What do you play? What position?
Center. I'm 6 foot.
Oh, cool, man. Cool. How'd you do?
Yeah. So, we could talk about football, baseball, basketball tonight, whatever you want to talk about.
I just want to say good night to Joe Moose. I have to do that. He's done a lot for my channel. I cannot wait to put the second greatest hits up. I already got that. Just gonna wait till about Wednesday to put it up. But yeah, no, you're the caller. It's whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah. You want? Well, I mean, we could talk about the Super Bowl for sure.
All right.
I just wanted to ask you, if you think the Rams are going to win, what do you think they need to do in order to win?
Same thing the Giants did the 2 times they beat the Patriots. Get to the quarterback without having to send a blitz and run the football. You have to milk the clock against this team. If they play into the Patriots' strength, they're gonna lose. They have to. You can't blitz. You can't play zone coverage. You gotta play. You gotta hit the receivers up at the line of scrimmage. You have to, because everything with the Patriots, they're similar to the Saints in the sense that everything's based on timing. So if you could disrupt that time either with the pass rush or stuffing them at the line, you can't play zone coverage on the Pats because they will beat you all day underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing is, Wade Phillips, I'm positive he'll come up with a good scheme. But, the Patriots, they throw something at you every week. It's unexpected and it's different. They'll throw a running back like James Devlin at you, James White. They'll throw in Philip Dorsett for a big game. It's just Wade Phillips is going to have to scheme it right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing with the Patriots. They're very tough to predict against because you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's easy to say how you can beat them, but it's hard to accomplish. I know how to beat them. That doesn't mean I can do it. But if there is one team in the NFL equipped to do it, I think it is the Rams. I do think the Rams match up better with the Patriots than anybody in football. I think they would have had a better.
Yeah, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
because they have you got Nick Dominigan, you got Aaron Donald, you got Talib, you got Peters, you got a bunch of big names that can play.
Yeah.
So that matches up way better than.
And I think they match up. I think they match up good on the other side too with Gurley. I think they have the ability.
Gurley and Anderson.
And we saw what that Rams offensive line did to that Cowboys defense, and that Cowboys defense is nothing. Yeah. They're nothing to sneeze at. And they opened up holes the size of the Grand Canyon. So if they can pound the ball the way they did against the Cowboys, they're going to win this football game. And I give the Rams a really good chance in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Sean McVay, he'll probably have to go for it early in the game. Like probably mid-second quarter, late first, he'll probably have to go for it inside like the 40 or 30-yard line because you're going to want to score touchdowns, not field goals. So he's probably going to have that mindset like Doug Peterson to take chances, go for it,
Yeah, absolutely. I think they have to be aggressive. And have a good night, Stephen. Yeah. I really like talking to you, Stephen. That was a great call tonight. And Scott.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Scott. Yeah, it looks like people are starting to tune out. I'll go for another 13 minutes if people want to hang around. I can't even see the numbers. I don't even know how many people are in here. But
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, I give the Rams a good shot too. They just need to be aggressive on early downs, But I believe they have a good shot at winning for sure. They just need to slow down that offense and make sure Brady doesn't have another 500-yard game like last year.
That's the key. You can't if they get into a shootout, and the Eagles beat them last year in a shootout. But if I'm the Rams, that's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, and let me ask you one more thing. I'm going to switch it to basketball. Do you think that they can get KD and Kyrie? Do you think they can get both of them in free agency? Or would you rather have like one and save it for like Kawhi or like Butler?
Well, Kawhi's a free agent this year, and so is Butler. Oh, you mean which two would I pick if I could choose?
Yeah.
I'm taking KD and Kawhi. I mean, they're on another level, and Kyrie's got injury history. I know that the Knicks could use a point guard, but I mean, DSJ, who knows? They might be able to develop him. Fizdale, and I was a huge fan of Fizdale before the year started, and I'm not giving up on him by any means, but
yeah,
Fizdale this year, I don't even think the biggest Fizdale supporter would tell you that he's developed Frank good. But his MO before he came here, he was supposed to be a guy that developed point guards good. He did a good job with point guards. He did a good job with Conley. You saw Conley really take off under his tutelage. So maybe he could do that for DSJ. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and they do have 2 first-round picks coming up, so they could. But that's 2020 and 2021, right?
They got a 2021 and 2023 because the rule with the NBA is you can't trade back-to-back years. It has to be a space.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't give up a first-round pick in back-to-back years. But
yeah, okay.
We'll see. I mean, I'm taking Kawhi. If you give me a choice, I'm taking. I don't think it would happen, but I would take Kawhi and Durant.
Yeah, Kawhi, he's the best two-way player in the NBA. That's for sure.
He's phenomenal. Phenomenal two-way player. Yeah, very great two-way player. But I'm going to let you go in case somebody else wants to call in. But, Brandon, I appreciate the call.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. Always great to talk to you.
All right, man. Enjoy the games tomorrow. Hopefully you pop into the stream. We're going to be – well, I'm going to be I'm going to be – you seem like a hoops fan. You play basketball. I'm going to have a Knicks stream at 12 with Sim from Nothing But Knicks, and he knows a lot about basketball. It'll be a good stream. You'll enjoy it.
All right, I'll tune in for sure.
All right, my man. Have a good night.
You too, bro.
All right. Rams must get to Brady early. Exactly. That is the key to this game. Dylan says, only thing is Dennis Smith is not a pass first. Yeah, I agree with that, Dylan. He's not. I could see DSJ, though, putting up, like, Marbury-like stats, if that makes sense. Like 20-8, 19-7, because this team has nobody else. But he doesn't play defense, and he's not a pass-first point guard. He's not. He's Trey Burke. He's better, but he's that type of point guard. Brady has suffered all 3 Super Bowl losses to the NFC. That's true. Which means if you go by that pattern, Nelson, he won't be suffering a 4th. Yeah, I don't hate him. I think he could develop into a good player. And if you look at his numbers, he's improved. Last year he shot 38% from the field. This year he shot 44%. So he's starting to get better. We'll see. How did the Eagles beat the Patriots? It was a shootout. I mean, I think Foles threw for over 500 yards. It was the exact way you don't want to beat the Patriots. But, you don't want to get into that type of game, but they did it. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. And real quick, I just want to read Steven's comment. He says, DSJ can hold the ball all day. Yeah, the ball doesn't move with him. At least right now. But what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up, Entertainah? It's BK Sports Talk again.
What's going on, man?
So, I just need to vent about the Patriots. I thought about it again after I hung up. What was it? I think it's like 8 championships. They've been in the Super Bowl 8 times in like 19 years. Like, it's unbelievable. How are they here again? Their quarterback's aging. Their coach is aging.
Well, I mean,
how?
Bill Belichick. Yeah, I'll tell you how. Bill Belichick. That's how. I mean, that guy gets the most out of. I mean, you're a Spurs fan. He is the Greg Popovich of the NFL, and he's better. He gets the most out of his talent. He finds players that buy in, and he doesn't even look for the most talented athletes. He looks for guys that fit his system, and Bill Belichick is brilliant. This guy is always so ahead of the curve. I mean, look at what he's done throughout his career. You look at the running back position nowadays. He invented that. Like I shouldn't say he invented that. It may have happened before, but he really used it. Like Bobby, thank you so much, my man. He says talk to you tomorrow, Jerkoff. Thank you for the super chat. But he really developed the platoon backfield, right? When he had Kevin Falk and everybody else. Then he came up with the 2 tight end set with the 2 wide receivers playing tight end with Aaron Hernandez, Rob Gronkowski. He's always thinking ahead. He was the first guy to really use Wes Welker as much as he did in the slot. Like, like Wes Welker became like that slot receiver who caught like 130 balls before. He's always like a year or 2 ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, so do you ever think we'll see Belichick again in the league?
Yeah, I think he's coming back. back.
No, I mean like another like coach that can have so much success like him.
No, I don't. I mean, what he's done in the modern day NFL with the salary cap, it's absurd. I don't think. I don't think you'll ever see it again. It's not like the way it used to be when you coached a team that you know what I'm saying. Like you knew your team was coming back every year. It's what he's done with this team is remarkable over the course of his career.
Yeah, especially with like there's 32 teams, and like you see a lot of teams go from like last to first in the divisions and stuff, and like the turnover that happens. You said before, like with free agency, like half your roster isn't there the next year. Like it's crazy, like how they're still making the Super Bowl every single year. Is this the third year in a row?
It's insane. It's absolutely insane what this guy does every year, and he's proven to me. I'm not gonna say he can win a Super Bowl without Brady, but he's proven he could be a winning coach without Brady. He went 11-5 with Cash. He went 3-1 with Brissett. So I mean, he's gone 14-6 in the 20 games Brady hasn't started. I mean, Bill Belichick is just out of this world. He really is. He's out of this world, and I hate saying that. I don't like the guy, but he's unbelievable.
Yeah, and do you think either one of them will retire if they win?
I think Brady's more likely to retire because if I'm Belichick, I almost want to prove that I could do it without Brady. I almost want to like prove like it was me, like it was me that did. You know, obviously Brady helped, but it was me. Like I could see Brady. I think Belichick's still going to coach after Brady leaves.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what he was trying to do when he was having like the problems with Kraft and Brady, like what was like last year or 2 years ago. He wants to try and coach without Brady because Brady gets a lot of the credit. Like everyone, the media like to talk about the players, but I think the coaching is the most important position on the team.
Yeah, Dylan, I don't think Brady's going to retire. I'm just saying if one was going to. What's going on, Skins fan all day? Thank you for tuning in, my man. But I think if one was going to, it would be Brady. If one was going to retire this year, I think Brady will retire before Belichick does. Let's put it that way.
Do you know how old Belichick is?
Off the top of my head, I don't. I know he's in his 60s.
No, I thought he was older than that.
Maybe he's 70. He's old. I mean, he's been coaching since the 80s, so he's been coaching for a long time. But if I'm Belichick, like I said, I don't want to go out with because everybody's always going to say, in my opinion, if I'm Belichick, what could he have done without Brady? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If I'm Belichick, I almost want to like cement my legacy as like the greatest ever. I want to be like, you know what? I did it with another guy. I didn't need Brady. I still took a team to the championship without Brady. So, if I were him, I'd stick around. But we'll see.
Yeah, and Romo commentating tomorrow. Do you think he could take a head coaching job somewhere? Because like as his whole like antics with guessing the play and whatever.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was looking at the chat. I'm going to ask you to ask that again.
Okay.
Belichick 66. Two people just said that.
Okay.
But what were you saying there?
Tony Romo, I like his whole commentating and like guessing plays because he reads the defense or whatever. Do you think he's going to become a coach somewhere?
I think he definitely could. I think Tony Romo's the best commentator in football, and I hate saying that as a Giants fan. I love watching him commentate a game. And Tony Romo's an underrated quarterback. He was a great quarterback. It's just that he didn't get things done in the big moments. But Tony Romo, I always thought didn't get enough credit. He was a very good quarterback.
Yeah, I hated when he was playing, but as a commentator, I love him.
Oh, he's a great commentator. But
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go, man. That was a good call. Thank you for calling in, my man. And we'll talk soon.
All right, thanks.
All right, buddy. Enjoy the game tomorrow.
You too.
I appreciate that, Skins. I think Skins is a YouTuber. Check him out. Sub him up. You know what? You guys have you guys. The last like 5 callers have been really good, and this is what I want the show to eventually be, with some laughs. But this is fun for me, getting into sports talk. And I'm going to stay on for another 20 minutes because of it if I keep getting good calls. What's going on? Thank you for calling in.
Hey, I just had a few questions about the Giants.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are the most important keys for the offseason for the Giants to, like, be successful next year, like making the playoffs to be being successful?
What are the most important keys for the Giants to make the playoffs next year?
Yeah, next season, coming up.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. If you're just thinking about next year, and people who hate Eli Manning don't want to hear this, but just next year for the Giants to make the playoffs, in my opinion, especially with the inexperience of Dwayne Haskins, I don't think he's ready to start day one. So if you're thinking just playoffs next year, Eli Manning has to be your starter from day one.
Yeah, he has to be starter.
And I'm not saying I'm against taking Haskins and making him the starter, but if you're just talking next year, their best chance of the playoffs is Eli Manning. And then they need to fix the O-line. They need to get a right tackle, and I think they will. I think they're going to get the Williams kid in free agency. And I think they're going to address the pass rush in the draft. I really do. And this off the schedule, I think the Giants have a good shot to make the playoffs. I'm not saying they're going to, but I think they have a legitimate chance. I really do.
Yeah, 'cause, we only play, 2 or 3 really, challenged games that we could really, it's a challenge. That could be a challenge. Because all the other games are, teams that have made the playoffs, and those are easy wins if we play the game the right way.
Right. And I just want to say, somebody told me about Anchor, Mark, and I'm going to look into that. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's over the cell phone or whatever, but it's a way to bring in callers. But Sim has the guy who's going to be on tomorrow, he has a phone system that I'm probably going to end up getting as this gets bigger. I'm starting out with the Skype because I want this to grow. I want to get more people to tune in. Hopefully, I'm not asking people for money, but hopefully you get more donations because the phone system is expensive. I'm not asking for money. I don't think I'm asking for that, but it's $50 a month. That's a lot. It's a $600 investment. So I want to make sure that this is going to build, and I think it will. And I'm going to get a good phone system, hopefully within 3 weeks or a month. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. Do you really think the Giants are going to get Haskins with a 6th pick? It's really likely. What do you think about it?
Do I think the Giants are going to get Haskins with the 6th pick? I do. I think the Giants are going to get Haskins with the 6th pick. If you put a gun in my head right now, I think Haskins is going to be a Giant. I really do. I think he fits what they want to do perfectly. I really do. I think he fits that offense. And I just everything's pointing to they're gonna get Haskins, but I could be wrong. But I'm gonna do a mock draft I'm hoping to have it up Tuesday or Wednesday on my channel. I was hoping to have it up before tomorrow, but the Knicks stuff came up and I got busy.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna mock Haskins to the Giants, but I don't know that yet. That could change my mind.
Yeah. What do you think? We have a good offense. Do you think we need anything else on offense as a weapon? We have a running back, we have a wide receiver or two, we have a good tight end. What do you think we need as a weapon if we needed one on offense?
Well, I think the wide receivers are set. I think obviously with Beckham, your wide receiver, we talked about earlier, the one thing they could use at the wide receiver position is a tall guy you could use in the red zone, a 6'3", 6'4".
Funches.
Yeah, Funches. That's what Brandon Marshall was supposed to be before the injury, and he would fit perfectly. What's going on, Corbin? Thank you for tuning in the stream. And so we'll see, but I don't know, man. I think they're pretty much set at the skill positions. I think they need to focus.
Yeah.
I think they need to focus in the trenches. They need to invest their free agent money and the draft in improving that O-line, improving that pass rush, maybe helping out the secondary bit because the secondary is weak. So we'll see. But their weaknesses are the pass rush and the offensive line. Those are their weaknesses.
Yeah, because if you have Eli as the starter, with the O-line better, Eli's going to play better. If Beckham can play better, 2016 season, he would ball out. And then Saquon, and then Shepard, and then Ingram, you cannot stop it.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. But I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna see if we get another call. But that was a great call, man.
All right,
good questions, man. Good conversation. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the future, man.
Yes, thank you.
All right, my man. Corbin, don't say that. I don't want none of that in my chats. Don't say that. I don't like that. Don't say that. Would you have interest in trade Boston in? It's a good name to bring up, Big Blue. I would invest a lot of money in in the offensive line. That would be my focus, and a pass rusher. Yeah, no. Before you talk, I'm gonna get to you. Yeah. All right. That was creative. But I would get Funches on a cost-effective deal. I wouldn't sign him to a $4 or $5 million deal. But if you get him on a really cheap deal, he might be worth a shot. Tony Slint says, realistic chance that the Knicks getting Kyrie and Durant. We're going to talk about this in full detail tomorrow. And I think you commented on my Knicks video, Tony. So, my new Knicks video. And I meant to get back to everybody. I always respond to comments. Always. that video, it shot up real quick, and I didn't get a chance to get to everybody. I actually didn't respond to a lot of comments, but welcome to the channel if you're a new subscriber. And I want to get back to everybody when I get a chance. Probably Monday I'm going to respond to everybody. But, I mean, mathematically, they have a shot, for sure, to get both of those players. It's just a matter of do those players want to come here. But go ahead, you're on live at the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, this is Darren.
What's going on, Dan?
I was just curious. Who do you think is going to be the first pick in the draft?
NFL or NBA?
NFL. I know it's still early, but I'm just curious what you think.
I would take Quinnen Williams. I think Quinnen Williams' upside is just too much. It would either be him or Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen, but Quinnen Williams, man, the more I see this kid on film, and after I did the draft preview video on him, I fell in love with him. Yeah, I mean, he is so athletic for an interior lineman. I love both of them. I love both, and I love Bosa. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of those three. You can't go wrong. You know, but all three of them are great.
And when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, it seems like they haven't had anybody since Jordan. What's going on with the Bulls?
Oh, I mean, the Bulls, I mean, they signed what's his name, Jabari Parker this year, right? Or was that last year? They paid him a good amount of money. And then, what's his name, the other guy that was from the Timberwolves? What's his name? He's actually a pretty good player. He's escaping me right now. But, oh, God, I can't remember what his name is. But they wasted a lot of money on second-tier talent, which is what I don't want the Knicks to do. That's why the Bulls are where they are.
Haven't had a team since Jordan, and that's been years.
Well, with Derrick Rose, you had a good spurt there where they were pretty good. Derrick Rose won an MVP award. But, yeah, they haven't been a championship team since Jordan. Yeah, I'm guessing you're a Bulls fan.
Yeah, I'm a Bulls fan. Yeah,
There you go. Zach LaVine. Sorry, the name escaped me there. Zach LaVine. That's the other player they signed to a big contract.
Yeah, I'm not as much of a Bulls fan. I kind of left them when when Michael Jordan left, but I still kind of pay attention to what they do, but I don't really stay too big into them. But I love my football.
Who's your team in football?
Miami Dolphins is my team.
So where are you from? Because I got a Chicago team, I got a Miami team. Are you like in the middle?
I'm over here in between Panama City and Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay, so that's why you're a Miami fan. What made you become a Bulls fan? Just Michael Jordan, or what made you?
Just because of Jordan.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Jordan.
Yeah, so so you're a Miami fan. So
yeah, I'm a Miami fan.
What do you think of your Dolphins? What did you think of Gaze? Because there's a lot of people in New York, Jet fans, that were not happy when he became the head coach. What do you think of Gaze?
I didn't really care too much about him at the end of the season, and he hasn't really done much with the team. I think that Miami did much better before they got him.
Right. Well, I'll tell you though, I will say, Gaze brought Miami to the playoffs with a team that was not that talented. Matt Moore was your quarterback, right, with the injuries?
Yep, they did when they had Marino, and they had the guy after Marino. I can't think of his name right offhand.
Fiedler.
They were a big playoff team then. And then when the coach left, I can't think of the coach, but when the coach left, they've been kind of so-so, floating up and down.
Well, that whole division's been that way other than the Patriots, and a lot of that has to do with the Patriots.
Right. Well, I don't blame it on the Patriots. I blame it more on their defense. The one thing that I always tell my daddy, you run the ball and you don't pass the ball unless it's third down and you need the pass. You run the heck out of that ball, because if you wear out the defense, then you end up getting the touchdowns easier and so forth. The one thing that killed Kansas City was they passed the ball too much. One thing that
I'll tell you, you and me, we'll get along, because I'm an old school. I have that old school mindset too, where a lot of newer NFL fans have the mindset, I want a quarterback that's going to go out there and throw it 50 times. I am completely with you. The more my team runs, the bigger my smile gets because I know that the run sets up the pass. And you're exactly right. I mean, all you got to do is look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees, the 3 years before the last two, when they were
another shotgun quarterback. He's another.
Well, he is, but I mean, look at how much. Look at how much more efficient Brees has gotten the last 2 years because they've run the football. You know what I'm saying?
That's the reason they lost the last ball game. They want to blame it on the fact that the pass interference wasn't called, but right after they got the pass interference not called, he throws a ball and he gets picked off. And then it gets a tie. And he throws another pick that ends up causing causes L.A. Rams to get into the Super Bowl. So there's my point right there. You run the ball, less likely of problems.
All right.
He's another shotgun quarterback.
Yeah.
We got 3 shotgun quarterbacks in the NFL that are big. Nothing against the pass. It's just if you don't run it when you need to run it, and you shotgun pass it when you don't need to, mistakes happen, and you lose the ball game.
I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you, my man. I'm gonna let you go because there may be a couple more people that want to call in. But what's your name in the chat, by the way?
I go under the name Darren McCardle.
Okay, no, I just want to know in case I ever see you type something in. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Thank you for tuning into the stream, my man.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
All right, man. Enjoy the game tomorrow, by the way.
I sure will. I'll be rooting on the Rams.
All right, buddy. Yeah, Willie Mack. They always have been, except for the year that the 2011 team was more of a pass team because they had to be, because they couldn't run. But for the Giants' existence, and I always say this, a big reason for that is the environment that they play in. The windy stadium in the Meadowlands was as a Giants fan. I mean, you couldn't throw there. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in. All right, 704. That was a really good prank call there. Good job. That was a good job. I gotta give you credit there. Great job. I think he was trying to promote his music maybe. I don't know what he was doing there. Celtics barely beat the Knicks until after. Yeah, that's embarrassing. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Oh my God, Scott Thomas, how are you, buddy?
Scott Thomas, what's going on? All the way from out. You're a Cardinal fan. And I love you, man.
We're ready to go to bed. And anyway, I just want to say I love you, and I love the chat. And I'm gonna put some cigarette filters in my ear so I can blow a shotgun for you right now, and end the fucking chat. I love you, really. And tell Bad Dog I don't mean to be an asshole, but anyway. Okay, I'm at my back door right now, really. Fucking loaded. I got a shotgun in my hand.
You got a shotgun? You got a shotgun in your hand right now?
Yeah, I got the shell in my hand. Yeah, hold on.
Wait, this guy's got.
I live in northeastern Arizona, and I have 164 acres. There's no animals around or people, so it's all good.
Are you gonna shoot the shotgun?
Yeah, right now. Hold on, brother. I'm fucking wasted, man. I love you, man. I'm tired. I've been drinking since 5, so hold on. Okay, hold on.
Oh my God, this guy's great.
Hold on. I fucking can't see. Okay, here we go.
Be careful.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about it.
Let me know you're still alive after you shoot it.
Oh, yeah. My dogs are here. Woo!
Oh, my God.
Hold on. Let me get the light. I can't fucking see. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Fuck with Chrissy Entertainah. That's what you get your bitch.
There it is.
Yeah, bitch. I love you, Chrissy Entertainah. Have a good one, man. I just wanted to end that was a bang, man. I can't hear. I got cigarette filters in my ear.
You're awesome, Scott. Thank you for being a good subscriber, my man. Thank you very much.
God damn, you better put that on the replay so I can watch it. I love you.
All right, my man.
Hi, Brady.
God almighty, he is obliterated. Oh, my God. That was a first. That was a first, having a guy call in and shoot off a shotgun. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hello. Am I speaking with the Entertainah?
You are. Who is this?
I'm calling on behalf of Midwest Sports in the chat. He's a piece of garbage and he's a nigger. Bye-bye.
All right, that's ridiculous. I don't. You don't got. Don't say that. It's ridiculous. All right, I already know there's a prank call. You're laughing. Don't do anything too inappropriate. Go ahead.
No, I'm just with my friends, man.
All right, who's this?
I'm Gary Largy from New Jersey.
What's going on, Gary? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, man. What do you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a big Giants fan, but just fuck the Giants.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I knew that was a prank call. All right. We're going to go like 5 more. If I get another one of those calls, we'll just call it a night. I apologize, whoever that was said to. I didn't remember the name. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
It's your boy Chris Senor here.
Chris Senor, what a good way to close out the show. Chris Senor is one of my best one of my best callers. What's going on, Chris?
Yeah, so I couldn't call in in the beginning of the show. I was at a party, so I couldn't call somewhere. I couldn't find a spot to call. So
I don't mean to interrupt you, Midwest. Just know I don't tolerate that. Obviously, I don't know what people are gonna say, so I apologize that was said to you, Midwest. But go ahead.
Oh. Scott Thomas is a legend with the shotgun. I don't know. I think it was like when I first found you in one of the chats. I said Chris's chat is a frat boy group. Well, that's a good example right there.
Yeah, that was definitely.
That should be your intro. Just ching pop.
Yeah, that was definitely a first. Scott Thomas with the shotgun shell. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's a legend right there.
That will be remembered for sure. But
hey, it might change into Entertainah talking guns.
So Chris, are you pumped up for the game tomorrow?
I'm kind of done with football now after the. This is the way that I see it. The rookie. The rookie offensive award, I think it was kind of a scam to the Browns organization and Baker Mayfield. He revived a dead team that was dead for a very long time, while the Giants had a pretty good shot of helping Saquon Barkley. I mean, their O-line was mediocre, but Saquon's able to do his thing without an O-line. Like, you can just put Saquon Barkley with Eli Manning, and Eli Manning can just hand it off to Saquon. He can just destroy the whole defense. Well, Baker had to help his teammates. He had to help Nick Chubb and everything. He was pretty much like the leader that stood up in Cleveland. That's my opinion right there.
No, you're fair. I mean, it's a fair opinion. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, as a Giants fan, that Baker deserved this award just as much as Barkley did. If I'm being completely fair, I mean, it could have went either way. It was a coin flip. They were both unbelievable rookies this year, and they both deserved it. It's a shame that one of them had to lose, to be honest.
There should have been a joint right there. That would have been a perfect time. But
yeah, but before I let you go, Chris, one time for the chat.
Yeah.
We got to hear your beautiful voice. We got to hear the Bad Dog song.
This goes out to Bad Dog, to Philly 500, and Thicky 500 too. We gotta, Thicky 500 is the man himself too. But 3, 2, 1, go. Bad Dog is the mad dog because the Giants always stink because they stink.
All right, Chris. We'll talk soon. We'll do a collaboration soon. I know you said you're starting your channel.
Yeah. I gotta get my setup and everything. I gotta get my monitor and stuff like that. I've been saving up a lot, so probably around March, March 5th or 9th. I guess in those times. Yeah.
Sounds good, my man. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
Take.
And what's going on? You're live with the Entertainah. And I just want to say good night to Rogue. I don't know if he left yet, but Rogue, have a good night, my man. What's going on?
Yo, what's up? It's Rimsy back in again.
Who is this? All right, somebody just called in. I think they were too shy to talk. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's Darren McCarroll. That's the guy who called in earlier. Well, what's going on? You're on live with the... There's Scott Thomas. I hope he's still alive with the shotgun shells. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Entertainah? This is Skins fan all day. How you doing, man?
Skins fan. What's going on, my man? I think you're relatively... I've seen you around. I think you're relatively new to my channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm just curious.
How you doing, man?
When did you find my channel? When we played the Skins?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
All right, very cool, man. What do you want to talk about, man?
So I got a question for you. What do you think y'all going to do with Eli Manning?
I think Eli Manning's going to be the starter next year. I really do. That doesn't necessarily mean we're not drafting a quarterback, but I think Eli will be back, and I think he's going to take a discount. I think he's going to come back for $15 million, and he'll be the starter next year to open the season.
I think that I truly believe that Redskins might get Eli Manning, man. I really do, because of the things we're going through right now with quarterback.
I'll tell you, if I don't think it'll happen because of the division. I don't think the Giants would trade him in division, but if they weren't in division, that would actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think it make a lot of sense, but it'd be stupid also, because Redskins so desperate right now. They'll do anything, man. They'll do anything possible.
I don't like Eli bashing, and I don't think Eli's stupid. I think people pick on him because of the way he looks sometimes, but Eli's a smart quarterback.
Yeah, face expressions.
But he's a smart quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He is.
You know, once in a while he'll make the stupid decisions, no doubt about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of what you think Redskins gonna do as far as quarterback.
I think they're gonna draft one. I do because I don't think they're gonna go the free agency route because you guys just spent money. I mean, he's probably not. I don't know how it works, but he's hurt. So Alex Smith obviously got his guaranteed money, but I think they're gonna go draft. I think they will. I'll tell you right now. I think the Redskins are gonna take Kyler Murray. I think that's where he's gonna end up.
I think they will, but I got one even better. A lot of people don't really agree with me, but I've been saying I think they should go ahead and try Colin Kaepernick on a 1-year deal, and also draft the quarterback either.
I'm not one of these guys that's against him. I think he should get an opportunity if a team feels that I don't get into politics on YouTube. I stay away from that. But Colin Kaepernick, I wouldn't bring him in for the simple reason that the guy hasn't played in 3 years.
True.
And you don't know you don't know what kind of football shape the guy's in. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
And what's his motivation? The guy's making like $3 million. I don't know. He's making a ton of money from Nike, right? I mean, there's no reason for him to risk his body anymore unless he's like truly wants to win. But I don't see it. I really don't.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's just something to throw out there just to see, because I'm kind of nervous of what they're going to do. Because I know for sure they're going to make a mistake, because we have a dumb organization, man. Everybody at the top is just dumb. I don't know. I know they're going to make a mistake. I'm getting ready for it.
I really think you're going to get Kyler Murray. I'd actually be surprised if he doesn't end up with the Redskins. I think the two best fits for Kyler Murray are the Redskins and the Saints, but the Saints don't have a first-round pick. Kyler Murray in that dome, it would be ridiculous. Like, how are you going to keep up with that guy?
Yep, it sure would.
But I'm going to let you go, man, because just in case somebody else wants to call in. But thank you for being a good subscriber, my man. Thank you for calling in.
Good job, man. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate it. Thank you. And what's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? Who's this?
Oh, this is Rimzu.
Who? All right. That's nonsense. Prank call. Matter of fact, whenever I know it's going to be like a prank call, right away I'm just going to hang up. It's like, it's getting near. I mean, there's some of them that make me laugh. But some of them are just stupid. Scott Thomas talking guns. Yeah, exactly, Willie Mack. That's why it's not happening. He makes too much money away from football. And he's not in shape. He hasn't I'm sure he's in shape, but he hasn't played. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
Hey man, I'm the guy that was commenting those hurtful things. I just want to say I'm really sorry, man.
That was what? I'm sorry. That was saying what?
In the live chat, I was commenting those mean things. One of your fans threatened to call the police on me, man. I'm just really scared. I'm like shitting myself. I just want to say I'm sorry.
I honestly didn't even see what you're talking about, but all right. Thank you for saying that. I don't think anybody's going to call the police on you.
And also, in the chat, cool chords, fuck you.
All right, I'm not going to answer that guy anymore. 856, that's the last time I answered an 856 number. Jerk off. Yeah, that's the last time I answered 856. Yeah, Michael Capone, I was having fun because I had a good stretch there with like 6 or 7 really good callers. I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep going. But now we're getting stupid stuff. So, I'll give it one more call and see how it works out. The funniest prank is the sex one. I'll tell you, there was a couple of good ones. You know? There's a couple of good ones. But it's 12:55. I'm going to close it out. Unless I get a caller in 4 minutes. I'll close it out at 1. What Entertainah did he say? I don't even know what he said. He said F you to somebody. I don't even know. What do I think of the Jets? I think the Jets have potential with all that cap space. I think Darnold's going to take a step forward year 1 to 2. I think Gaze could help him. And they got a decent defense. I think the Jets could win 9 or 10 games next year depending on their free agent signings. I think the Jets could. All right, I'm going to make this bold prediction right now. One of the Bills or the Jets will make the playoffs next year. There you go. One of them. What's going on, Prokiani? Thank you for tuning in. I'm about to close it out. G-Men, calling right now. G-Men, go ahead. I don't know your number, but I'm assuming it seems to be dying out. So if you call in, it's going to be you. So go ahead and call in. Of course, Dylan. Are you kidding me? I'm trying to grow this up, man. And without you guys, I can't. So I appreciate you guys.
I can answer you.
Oh, wait. Is this the prank guy again? I'm going to give you... Go ahead. I'm going to give you 1 second. If it is, I'm hanging up.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, hang up. I thought that was, That's the prank again, 856. If 856 calls again, we'll just close it out. I was just holding out for G-Men 409. Alright, that's it. 856. I'm going to delete Skype, but I will close out the chat. I'm sorry, what was the line? You need the winners for tomorrow's game, bro. You know I'm going to do a little wager. I don't even know who's favored. Is it I'm assuming the Pats are favored by 2.5. And the over, that over-under is like perfect. I think it's going to be right around, you know what, I'm going to go under. I'm going to go 27-24. I want to pick the Rams. But I'm going to go Pats. I'm going to go 27-24 Pats. So if it's 2.5, I'm going to take the Pats. I'm going to take the under. What's going on? You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris? It's Michael Capone again. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Thank you for calling in.
Just wanted to call in real quick. A little congratulations on the Saquon Rookie of the Year. Wanted to ask you a few questions. So I know that you obviously wanted him to win. Do you think that Baker really could have won, though?
I think he definitely could have won. I think if Baker would have started the whole season, he would have won. I think it was a coin flip. I really do. I wouldn't have been shocked at all if Baker won. I literally think it was a coin flip today, and I'm happy Barkley won. I think they both deserved it, and it was close. I'm happy he won though.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, let's go Rams, man. Let's go Rams. We're in hard.
Yeah, so you're rooting for the Rams tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm getting a call right now, so I want to take it. Seems like you were about to wrap it up, but thank you for calling in, my man.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Go Rams.
All right, buddy. Is this G-Men 409?
Hello?
This is a prank call. I'm going to give you 1 second. If it is, I'm going to hang up if I know it is, but go ahead.
I'm just saying, the person that called in earlier was very disrespectful.
This may be the person who called in earlier. If it is, I'm going to hang up.
No, actually, I'm the one who actually, I've never called, but this is the first time I called.
Okay.
But,
yeah, very extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, and the thing is that I called that 856 number. I'm cool cord in the chat with whoever that person said that F me in the chat. Yeah, I did call them and threatened to call the police on them because they were pranking the chat and kept on creating accounts and putting very inappropriate things in the chat rooms.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna let you go because if you want to talk about this in the chat, you can. But I'm trying to talk sports. I don't even know what the hell that was. I don't even know what the hell that was. Hello, you're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello. Hi. I was just calling because.
Yeah. All right. You're on live with the Entertainah. Thank you for calling in.
It's Kristen Yor again. I got a request from one of the viewers in the chat. They said just to close it out. So I'm gonna just, this is a shout out to I don't even know their name, but
Stephen Pazienza.
I think it was him. But here you go. I'm a goofy goofer. Yeah. I had to do it for Steven. Yeah. Yeah, go SpongeBob. I'm actually rooting for SpongeBob.
I can't wait.
For SpongeBob in the Super Bowl.
I can't wait till Philly 500 makes his song about me, and I can't.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't wait to have you sing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Tonight Show with whatever his name is, and I'm gonna perform on the Tonight Show. So it's gonna become a very big hit.
Oh, I can't wait. I already know you're like the next Justin Bieber. I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I'm the next Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I think so. But Chris, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah,
but
sorry for bothering you again.
No, you're not. You never bother me. You know that. Thank you for calling in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, take care out there, okay?
All right, buddy. What's going on? Hello.
Yeah, hi. This is Vince calling from Tony's Pizza.
Vince calling from Tony's Pizza. You think I'm going to keep talking to you? I know that's a prank. Chris, you want to close it out? Give yourself... Yeah, I'm going to close it out. I want to say thank you to everybody for being a part of it. I actually had a great time for that hour or so where it got pretty serious sports talk. That was fun. Thank you guys for helping me build up my channel. Thank you guys for being subscribers. And tell your friends. Let's try to grow this up. So... yeah, hopefully I get to see you guys tomorrow. I'll take this last call. If it's a prank, I'm going to hang up right away. Who's this? Yeah. Anything that takes more than 2 seconds to talk is a prank. Scott, I love you. Thank you for shooting off your shotgun. That was very entertaining. But yeah, hopefully I see you guys tomorrow for the Knicks stream with Sim from 12 to 2 if you're interested. Obviously not everybody's into basketball. And then I'll be on Bad Dog's channel all day. Going on there at like 4:30. We'll be doing the Super Bowl. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing more of these call-in shows because people seem to enjoy them. And I think as it grows, we'll be getting more serious callers. Because I think like as people like see serious callers calling in, they will start to be like, you know what? I'm going to cool with the pranks. I actually enjoy listening to this. So I'm hoping that's what happens. We have, the occasional prank's always good if it's a good one. When we get stupid ones like that, it's just stupid. And Detonator, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Chris, there's going to be limited call-ins. It's not going to be a format like this. It's going to be me and Sim talking a lot with a couple of callers. There's going to be a hold feature. And it's going to be like serious basketball talk. So, but you're more than welcome to call in. Yeah, exactly, Steve. I know. My favorite type of pizza? Buffalo chicken, but none of that white stuff. G-Man, have a good night, my man. Thank you for tuning in. I'll give out some mods tomorrow, guys. I'll give out some mods tomorrow. No, that was not a minigun. I heard the snap. That was a shotgun. But yeah, thank you guys for being a part of the channel once again. I hope you guys have a good night. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys more. I'm going to be doing this every Monday and probably every Saturday. I'm going to do it twice a week. I just got to figure out the days, but definitely every Monday. All right, guys. Have a good night.